Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore, welcome back to yet another live watch along on the channel. In this one, Belgium and Senegal go head to head in the round of 32 in Seattle. As you can see behind me, what an arena we have got for this one. Absolutely fantastic. Quite a unique stand behind the far goal on the far side over there. And let's see how many goals we get to see tonight in that net over there. If you want to enjoy the stream, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always. And fingers crossed, it's an entertaining match. That's what we're asking for. It should be a brilliant game because on paper I think they're actually quite evenly matched. I think Senegal probably edge it just about. But looking forward to this one. And of course, Belgium beat New Zealand 5-1 last time out, and they are unbeaten from the 11. They're unchanged from the 11 that started that match. Against New Zealand. Courtois in goal, Castagne, Mikel, Thiate, Dicupia in midfield. Tielemans captains aside, Van Aken in midfield with De Bruyne, Doku on the right, Trossard on the left, and De Ketelaere up top. For the all visitors, aren't they? Senegal. Dow in goal, Diata right back, Cease, Nkate, Jacobs make up the back four, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Pape Gueye, and Habib Diarra in midfield. It's Ndiaye on the right, Mane on the left, and Ismaila Sarr through the centre for Senegal tonight. There we go. Welcome in to David and Josh. How are we doing? Bolton fans are in force. Let us know your thoughts after, of course, the England game now finished as well. And this is the second live stream of the day, but we've got one more lined up as well after this. USA Bosnia at 1 AM in San Francisco, so that should be a sensational game. Also, the winner of this will play the winner of the game later between USA and Bosnia, which is exciting, of course, to look forward to as well. So join me for this one, Belgium-Senegal. Fingers crossed, it's an entertaining game, it should be. And I haven't quite updated the wall chart yet for today, for yesterday's games basically, but I will do that after the Bosnia game most likely. No halftime quiz for this one, but we have got some online games we can definitely find somewhere in the World Wide Web. Belgium haven't been impressive so far. Senegal had to beat Iraq 5-0 to get out the group in the last game. So really, so far, these two have got so much quality within their ranks, but they have been really underwhelming, really disappointing so far at this World Cup, I think it's fair to say. Of course, Senegal, I think, have been more competitive. They had a harder group as well. But Belgium really, really poor, in my opinion. And I do expect Senegal to win here. As for the sweepstake then, the sides that go head-to-head here, for who's got them in the sweepstake, it is Belgium. Who's got Belgium? Belgium are with Belgium. Seb 1672's got Belgium, and Senegal, who had Senegal? Ryan Dunn with Senegal as well. Let me just cross off some of the teams that have been eliminated because I forgot to do that earlier. So where are you? Congo. They gave a good run for the money for England earlier, but wasn't to be for them. So they are now out as well. Right, we're about ready then to kick off in this one. Belgium, Senegal. How's this one going to go? Get your score predictions in the chat. And I'm going to go, I can't remember what I said in the prediction video, but in this one, I'm going to go for Senegal to win 3-1, I think. Here we go then. Senegal to get us underway. Oh, sorry, no, Belgium to get us underway. Kicking from left to right in the first half. Here we go, we're underway. They go back to the old school type of kickoffs. Senegal all in green, Belgium in white for this one. And this round of 32 match is underway here in Seattle. Welcome to Footy Talk Show. I work at Congo, Morocco, and Saudi Arabia in the Super Cycle. Oh, right, okay, so only one left. Morocco. Interesting. It can go far, to be fair. Cracking game this. Can't wait to lurk on. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's probably one of the best games going into the groups, into the round of 32, I think. Good team they have. Senegal produced some good players, to be fair. Yeah, really good side. Really good team. David's gone 2-0 Belgium is a prediction. Interesting. Be sure to get your prediction in the chat as well, guys. And if you're new to the channel, please consider dropping a like on this stream and subscribing to the channel. Lurkon's got Senegal 2-1. Okay. So, yeah, I do think it'll be a close game. in qualifying, I actually got to see quite a lot of Belgium because they're in the same group qualifying as Wales. And they weren't very good at all, really, because we competed really well, and I don't think Wales were that good during qualifying. So Belgium, they're not the same Belgium as they were, 10 years when they had that golden generation of players coming through. But they have still got the back end of that, the likes of De Bruyne, of course, in that side. Doku was one of the new players coming through, and it's absolutely brilliant. So I think Belgium have got a bit of a mix. Of course, Courtois in between the sticks as well. Could be his last World Cup maybe. But Belgium's still got a lot of quality, just not as good as they used to be, really. I don't think they go far in this tournament. As for Senegal, of course, had a very difficult group stage because they had France and Norway in their group and Iraq. So they had to batter Iraq to get to this point anyway. Looks a good signing, 2-2. Who looks a good signing, sorry? I must have missed that one. Massive mistake with no Gots called up. Yeah. Gots, Vincent, if past medical. Interesting. Senegal win on penalties. Josh reckons it's going to be a long one tonight between these two sides. To be fair, I think it could go penalties, but I do think Senegal are the favourites to win this, aren't they? And Senegal are in midfield. Ismaila Sarr starting up top. Out to right hand side, it's Ndai. An absolute joy to watch. We've got some great players with a lot of flair in this one, which is why I'm really looking forward to it. Into midfield, Idrissa Gana Gueye. And we've got Pape Gueye next to him and Diarra in midfield for Senegal. Absolutely stacked, aren't they? And, of course, Idrissa Gana Gueye moving from Everton in the Premier League in the summer. That's why Everton have signed Hayden Hackney from Middlesbrough. Habib Diarra of Sunderland, of course, and you've got Ndai of Everton as well. Mane used to be at Liverpool, used to be at Southampton too. Ismaila Sarr, Crystal Palace, so a lot of Premier League representation here. Nkate, was he the one that was at Forest potentially? I always get them mixed up. So ball on the left hand side here for Senegal, who are looking the more dangerous in the opening 3.5 minutes, and they're in possession here. I forgot to add the foot mob thing, so you guys can follow along as well to the match and hopefully enjoy it even more with this. There we go. Completely forgot about it. There we go, guys. There we go. So you can follow along in the bottom left-hand side with all the action as it happens. Just probably 2 seconds behind as I commentate on what happens. And Carter, yeah, alright, awesome. Famiwo from Hull. Yeah, I heard about that one. That's a good signing for you guys, to be fair. Senegal, early on, looking to get a shot away, but Belgium able to push up the pitch and get the ball away. Lucky Bacchio is on the bench for Belgium, or I think his name's Lucky Bacchio. It's something along those lines, if I've not got it spot on. He, in qualifying, when he came on the pitch against Wales, he was absolutely brilliant. So hopefully he gets some minutes today. Looking forward to that. But I think Jeremy Doku in Belgium's side is the main one to look forward to, I think. He's a proper player, isn't he? You know, you don't have many players. I always compare to Hazard because I think Hazard's the best at running at players. Bale's not, Bale's really good as well, to be fair. But Hazard in the Premier League is probably the best that you think of. Taking on your man, bit of flair, bit of skill. Knows where the back of the net is as well, can score. So we need more players coming through like that. And I think Jeremy Doku's one of the rare players around in this current generation and upcoming. Ball on the far side, it's near side, sorry, it's Castagnet. Ball into Vascan and outplay by Senegal. Belgium's first attack doesn't come to much. Bazamuna Tory to Newcastle, who I've never heard of him, I don't think. What position is he, mate? Good player, struggled with injury in the first year. Yeah, I remember that. Come out of the blue. Who on earth is Bazamuna Tory? Never heard of him, mate. Castagnet's throw in here for Belgium. In it goes, flicked on and away by Senegal. Also, Josh, hopefully everything's all good today after yesterday. Hopefully the family are all well. So let us know. But fingers crossed for you, mate. Where did my charging lead go? Here it is. Long ball forward here for Belgium on the left-hand side. Searching for Jeremy Doku, but Diao, the Senegal keeper, is going to get there first. Left of the Ivory Coast. Oh, right. Was he at the World Cup? Was he on the bench? Josh, not a fan of the Belgium kit. No, I'm... Where's the red kit? Where's the red kit, man? Yeah, it's like someone's just got a white bit of paper, loads of water on it, and then just chucked a few colours in, and they've tried to like wipe it off, and then in the end they're like, oh no, stop wiping because it's not helping, and then you're just like, just let it dry, it'll be fine. And then just like, yeah, we'll wear that. Oh, awesome, mate, awesome. No worries at all, mate. Got to make sure everyone's safe and sound. He was on the bench. Oh, right, I was going to say. I don't think I got to see him play, unfortunately. But we'll be able to watch him for Newcastle next year. Ball at the back here for Senegal. Out to the right-hand side. Right back into midfield. Diarra getting involved in the play here. Down the right-hand side towards Ndai. One back by Belgium. But straight away they pass it back to Senegal. I mean, Wimbledon's on, but I thought this was meant to be the World Cup. But still need at least 5 more new players yet. Yeah, I haven't really looked at much of the recruitment being done. A lot went through today. Well, involving Swansea. Swans gained a player, lost a player. And also played to Man United as well, under 21, Kit Margiston. He was only here because our goalkeeper coach was Martin Margiston, ex-England goalkeeper coach as well. It's just the only reason his son was here, but he's just joined Man United under 21s. He will definitely be Wales #1 soon. Next 4 years, I think, by the World Cup. Belgium are in the box shit. Space opens up, and coming back on defensive duty is no other than Sadio Mane. A long shot in by Vaskin, saved by Diao in goal for Senegal. Well, I do like the Belgium attack. You've got De Catalet, you've got, of course, De Bruyne behind them, Trossard and Doku either side. Who are really creative players. I really do like both of them. Some rumours saying that Trossard may be out of Arsenal this summer. So that would be a interesting one to follow. It was an absolute bargain when they got him from Brighton. 20-something mil. Absolute steal. Real good player. Ball at the back here for Senegal. Into midfield. Ghana Gate. Right hand side now. Senegal starting to open up, and that's another poor pass. So out of play. The Senegal manager, Diao, of course, done a great job with them. At AFCON, of course, mainly. Not so much of this World Cup, but they have competed in the games. They were in the game against Norway, in the game against France, and against Iraq. They really did have their shooting boots on, his players. Looking forward to coming down. Swans ground be better than going to Barnsley. Ball on the left-hand side for Belgium. De Bruyne, a ball in, and Trossard was waiting, but the threat is cleared by Senegal. Free given the way of Senegal. 10 minutes into this one. Belgium is quite a decent league. So not sure why there's not much young talent there. Yeah, it is strange, isn't it? You know, a few years ago in their golden generation, if we want to call it that, 10 years ago, we had Vertonghen, Alderweireld. I'm missing loads off this list now, aren't I? Well, Hazard for Belgium as well. His brother. We had loads. They're absolutely stacked, weren't they? And still I'm missing a ton. 10 years ago, though, they lost to Wales in the Euros. So a nice little link in there. I do want to quickly have a look at some of the players they had 10 years ago, because it's going to annoy me otherwise. Senegal out to the far side. Ndiaye, ball into the centre, and Belgium unsure where it was going. And Belgium survived the latest scare. Here's Jacobs for Senegal for a long throw now as he lines this one up. Quite a while ago, wasn't it? It's 2016. There we go. They lost to Wales. Where are they? A 3-1. Ball back with Belgium. Courtois puts his foot through that. So the Belgium team that day, Courtois, Devard, Meunier, of course. Deneo, Witzel, who's on the bench. Nainggolan, what a player he was. Carrasco on the right, Hazard. Benteke, Batshuayi, Mertens. Fellaini, of course. Moussa Dembele, Mignolet, Origi. So yeah, a lot of them obviously not around anymore. They've hung up the boots, but some sensational talents Belgium have had. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, it is surprising why there's not much talent coming out of Belgium. Of course, likes of Anderlecht with Company was there a few years ago, wasn't it? So I don't know why there's not many superstars in the making, unless they're still of a really young age and Belgium just haven't included them yet. Ball on the left hand side here for Senegal. Ball into the centre. Courtois go in and it's hit the post. Oh my word, how's he missed? Oh my word. Well, Ismaïla Sarr should have made it 1-0 Senegal. And Courtois was in no man's land. I don't know how he hasn't scored. It was like slow motion. Ball goes out to the left hand side. Jacobs with the delivery. Great ball in. Courtois gets a glove to it, but falls right at the feet of Ismaïla Sarr. And it's too good of a first touch. He sort of like slips over the ball. No, he doesn't. He just hits the post. And he's on the floor trying to hit it goalwards and hits the side net. And how on earth has that not gone in? Oh my word. Mr. Dembele was brilliant. Oh, what a player, mate. What a player. Might do England's good. Don't be so reliant on Kane. Yeah, good point, to be fair, mate. Welcome in. Nick Nacknoo. What a name. Mane on the ball here. Into a central position. Ndai finds Jacobs, and that cross is blocked once again. Surprised Koulibaly's not starting for Senegal though. Idrissa Gueye out to the left hand side again. Cross is blocked, and Belgium are on the ropes at the moment. De Ketelaere having to come back and help defend. He concedes the throw in. They've gone backwards a bit. The talent must be there. Yep. We need to rely on him. Tough from Courtois was enough to put him off. It was, yeah. Just about though. I mean, Senegal should score that really, shouldn't they? Better wingers by then. Belgium on the ball. Thank you everyone that is joining. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic day. Of course, it's just 2 of 3 watch-alongs we're doing this evening. USA Bosnia 1 AM. Hopefully going to be one thrilling game. I think the USA have been really impressive though. One of the biggest shocks of the tournament. A lot of people didn't even have them getting out the group. Here are Belgium, just trying to settle for a little bit of possession. Tielemans out to De Bruyne on the left. Advancing through. Trossard staying on the right. Doku on the left. It's a lot of creativity in this side. Josh said I'll be happy to see when Trafford is England #1. Yeah, I don't think that'll be too long, to be fair. I think Euros he'll probably be #1. I think this is Pickford's last big tournament for England. Wait and see what strikers Bolton bring in. There's a lot on the market, isn't there? So a lot of money being chucked around in the Championship already. Won't be done for USA Bosnia, but Bosnia have a lot pretty poor from what I've seen. It says Nick Nacknoo. That's fair enough, but yeah, I think of course, one of the surprise packages, I think so far. I I think they were good in the first game against Canada, and slowly they've declined a little bit. But they did beat Qatar in the last game, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, because they lost to Switzerland. They were awful against Switzerland. But they have competed, though, in each game. About to winnable, a tie, as you say, could have hoped for. Yeah, definitely. Unless it was Cape Verde. But Cape Verde actually have not been as bad as their FIFA World Ranking suggests. What England need to do is go to Brazil, find some very good attackers, offer them and their families a better life. Better players coming through then. I think Lurcon's going to be head of scouting for England, the English FA. Senegal, ball into the box. Arriving was Ismail Assar. Long shot into the gloves of Courtois. Send Trafford back to Bolton. Yeah, Trafford had quite a few loan spells, didn't it? One of them being Bolton. So Senegal looking well in this so far. They are. And I hate it. Why did they show a replay and then a shot? De Bruyne there. I didn't even see the shot, so I can't really comment on it. But hopefully another replay of this. They shouldn't be allowed to show replays when the ball's in play. Sadio Mane blowing his nose. That's a powerful blow. The camera caught that very well. And Belgium not looking great so far. As expected though, isn't it? As expected. I did forget to promote the stream, didn't I? Did I put a community post up about it? Let me double check. Yeah, I did. I just did it really early for this one. There we go. So still 0-0. Senegal on the left-hand side here. Jacobs finds Mane. Inside it goes to Ghana Gate. Lovely ball out to the right-hand side. Searching for the wing-back to come forward here. Wins a corner. First of the game for Senegal, I think, on the corner count. First corner of the game for them. I'd love to live in LA. Yeah, anywhere in America really. Can't really go wrong, can you? That would be most people's dream, I imagine. Right, corner here then for Senegal. Outswinger, sorry. Towards the back post it goes. Headed down but straight to Jeremy Doku. He's got De Bruyne on the overlap. Doku occupying a central position. Now releases De Bruyne. De Bruyne, left hand side. Try to switch it across the right hand side, but intercepted by Senegal. And now here's Mane on the opposite end of the pitch, but he apparently is offside. According to the linesman. Mane throws the ball away as well. How old is Mane now? 34. Ball at the back here for Belgium. Fiate finds Mikel. And Castagne. Back to Fiate. Out to the left hand side to Gupia. Fiate again. Belgium building slowly. Doku. Out to Mikel. Just trying to build it up here. Into midfield. Van Aken. Back to Fiate. Long ball forward for Trossard. Keeps it in play just about. Plays arriving. And a header there from De Bruyne. Which he didn't get enough contact on to get the ball to go forward. Sort of tuck it away from his man. And the referee's not happy. Tielemans not happy for a start. The referee isn't happy either. Tielemans. Clear foul. What's Tielemans complaining about? He knows exactly what he's doing there. Best season at Bolton. He's gone downhill a bit for Trafford. Thought he would have gone Doing the big four. He was really good at Burnley, wasn't he? Setting new championship records 2 years ago in the championship. Couldn't get past Burnley that year, but they were just really boring with Scott Parker. Senegal, left hand side of the fence. Neither side showing any urge to go forward at the moment. Senegal being patient in their approach after Belgium were very patient in their approach to the last attack. Diarra, what a touch that is from Ndiaye. Into midfield, Diarra. He's got Papagay with him. Out to the left for Jacobs, working it well now. Senegal, to be fair to them. Mane almost loses track of the ball, but he's still got possession of it. Mane trying to slip and slide, but Castagne's got other ideas, and Castagne run it out of play there, I think. Referee didn't spot that. I think that went out of play. And so does Mane. Senegal have the ball back again though. Diarra on the ball here. Back to Sis at the back. Skips past De Bruyne's challenge. Skips past Doku. More space on the far side. Ndiaye. Here's Diarra. Diarra across. Goes all the way through to Mane. Keeps the ball in play here. As the Mexican wave goes across. Here in Seattle. Goes out of play for Senegal throw-in. Jacobs. Long throw. Goes all the way back to Ghana Gate. Papagay now. Back to Idrissa Ghana. Into midfield. Belgium doing okay defensively. It's the left hand side that they're looking to go down a lot. And the right, to be fair. They're using the width well. Diarra finds Ndiaye again. Back to halfway. Trying to bring Belgium out of their shape, aren't they? But out of possession, Belgium are in a narrow 4-4-2. I don't think we had pens yet, have we? Yeah, we've had 2 penalty shootouts. Germany losing to Paraguay and Netherlands losing to Morocco. This is really good football from Senegal here. Edge of the box on left hand side. Mane. Ball into the box. Header 1 and it's in the post. It's in. Senegal leads here 1-0. And it's Diarra with the opener for Senegal. Who else? What an attack that was. Absolutely brilliant from Senegal. And they may have not had the greatest group stage, but they're into the last 32, and as it stands they're in the last 16 as well. Diarra, Habib Diarra of Sunderland scores here and gives Senegal the lead. Ball out to the left hand side, really patient, really good though, moving the ball well. Mane dropped the shoulder, ball into the box. Diarra arriving, hit the post. I think it was Sarr with the initial header that hit the post, sorry. And then Diarra reacted quickest than any other Belgian player in that queue, waiting to pick the ball up. Great there from Diarra. What a goal. Brilliant stuff. And Senegal leads here. Senegal leads. Well, Belgium, they've been really poor so far, haven't they? Really poor. There's the goal. Can't say it wasn't coming. No, exactly. They have been pushing for it, that's for sure. Goal indeed, Josh. Indeed. Senegal giving Belgium the run around here. Just can't get near them at the moment. Yep, absolutely. And Belgium now, they've got to come out a little bit. We still haven't had the hydration break. And it's 26 minutes in now. When are we going to get the hydration break? We haven't had it, have we? I'm not going crazy. Castagnier, ball into the middle, claimed by the Senegal goalkeeper. Diao, of course. Can't remember his name then. The smaller countries doing well in USA. Yeah, that's true. Although for Senegal, they have got a bit of expectation. Of course, in AFCON, they always go into it as heavy favourites to go far into the tournament. They're struggling to deal with the physicality and athleticism of the Senegal side. Yeah, it's just when the ball gets moved wide, Belgium just sitting really deep, allowing the cross into the box for the goal anyway, and failing to stop the crosses into the box. And when the ball went in, every Belgian player just stood still. Right, hydration break now. So, 27th minute, and we've got this. This has got to be the latest in the game so far that the hydration breaks come. Surely. But Senegal players will be absolutely buzzing so far in this one. Belgium won't be too happy with the start they've made. They haven't offered much. Only 2 shots, 1 on target so far for Belgium. For Senegal, 1.82 XG, 5 shots, 2 on target. Already created 2 big chances. The other one, of course, was the Ismail Assar, where he hit the post from point blank range, really. So, almost at the end now at the round of 32. 16 games. How many more have we got left to play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 left. Oh, so this, before kick-off in this one, it was halfway through the round of 32. And Saturday we'll have our predictions after Colombia-Ghana for the round of 16. It does sort of feel like a separate tournament at this point, doesn't it? When it goes from round of 32 to round of 16. Because as soon as it's knockout football, it's complete different kettle of fish to group stage football. Showing the goal again. Fantastic finish as well. Yes, it's a tap in, but the desire to want to get there first. Great positioning. And that is why he's starting on the world stage. Van Aken, Tielemans and De Bruyne don't have the legs to dominate midfield. And at the moment, they don't have the technical ability, of course. I think De Bruyne's made a couple passes, but not many of them have come off. Van Aken the same, and Tielemans, I don't remember him being on the ball at all so far. Why on earth is Onana on the bench? I was thinking that looking at the lineup. I don't know why Van Aken is starting. Belgium, of course, unchanged after the side that won 5-1 against New Zealand, but come on, it's New Zealand and Senegal. It's like comparing Mimo to a big blue whale, isn't it? The knockouts is where the fun begins, really. Yeah, 100%. Especially when you got like the prospect of extra time, penalties, someone has to win the game. That is all just brilliant, isn't it? I love that. All here for it. So the hydration break then, about to come to a conclusion here. And during the hydration break, manager got the sprinkler. Got in with the sprinkler. Ball out to the left hand side. 30 minutes played here in Seattle. So we'll need to put this to bed before first half. Before half time, if they can. Yeah, I think a second goal start to kill this off, and then second half get a third, and then see it out from there. I think Senegal have got a lot of goals in them, that's for sure, but they are known to concede, aren't they? Overall, though, they're pretty solid unit overall as a team. I don't think anyone looks at Senegal and thinks, "Oh, it's an easy game." They are always trying to compete. And the first pitch invader of the tournament, I think. We haven't seen any before, I don't think. Gotta love a good pitch invasion. And the stewards are just making their way off the pitch. They won't be playing, although Belgium look like they need a few extra pair of legs out there. I thought that steward was going to hop in midfield then, but no, he has been told to leave by the referee, unfortunately. And with all that over, we're about to continue as the Senegal manager points to his head. Turn his side to focus. Head in the game. Not the Belgian side we used to normally fast-flowing football. Should have a drink after 20 minutes in America. Football's 4 quarters. Yeah, I mean Maradona said it, didn't he, in 2018 when it was confirmed that USA would have the 2026 World Cup. He did say that they're going to try force it into quarters, and here we are. This is exactly what they've done. Of course, they play quarters in basically every sport over there, don't they? And now football for this World Cup. Not England football. I knows that. Yeah, no, yeah. Get what you're saying. Get what you're saying. Jeremy Doku is probably their only hope at the moment. Belgium. He's the only one I see in that Belgium squad who has the flair right now. De Bruyne had it, but slowly losing the legs. Lukaku's on the bench. Just not the same player like he was at Everton. He was brilliant, wasn't he? Inter Milan as well, he played his best football. United wasn't that good at United, was he? Trossard's good, but Doku's even better. Tielemans. And that's about it really. Castagne right back, but it's not world class, I wouldn't say. The drinks break will help some teams more than others. I think it'll help more who are from like Europe, especially. Aside from Europe, so likes of England, for example, Scotland when they were in the tournament, would help them sort of sides because the weather in Europe isn't great all round, on average, unless you're going to like Spain or somewhere over there. It's never that good. So obviously in the heat that there is in America in their summertime, and humidity especially, which play a huge part, obviously they're going to need to hydrate a lot quicker. Other sides, like the sides from Africa and that, will be used to these temperatures, and South America. 10 people watching, hopefully you're all enjoying the stream. If you are, be sure to drop a like. 2 balls on the pitch, so have to retake the throw in now. Used to the conditions, you'd rather not have them. Yeah, 100%. I think that plays a big factor in every major competition, like a World Cup or a Euros. It's the location. Because you never really see European sides winning like a World Cup or a Euros. Well, not Euros, sorry. It is in Europe. You don't see European sides doing that well usually in World Cups that are not in the same conditions of like country conditions as Europe. Whereas South America, they tend to not do well in like European World Cups, if that makes sense, and vice versa. I'm absolutely waffling on. I can't explain that at all very well. And if you play a high tempo pressing game, it should help. Normally being in the UK, yep. We've all experienced it. South American teams still doing well though. Yeah, they are. I think Uruguay is the only big surprise so far that they've not done better. Looking across the screen really with all the flags. Who's been the most disappointing so far? Yeah, that's a big question actually for the chat. Who has been the most disappointing nation at this year's World Cup so far? Papagay, out to the right, Idrissa Gana Gate. Diarra, out to the left for Jacobs. Senegal looking to double their advantage here in Seattle, and Gana Gate knocked off the ball. No free kick given. Advantage played, in fact. I thought he was ready to give the free kick there. Out. Into the box it goes. And into the gloves of Courtois. I'm trying to think, who did I think was going to be a lot better than what they have done? I think my predictions so far have been pretty decent. Of course, Colombia's still in. I think Colombia will go a long way until they have to face Argentina. Senegal, of course, Spain, Belgium. I don't think anyone really had the expectations set high for them this year, though. Germany. I thought they'd go a bit further, but only by another round. Yeah, not many big teams have really disappointed, have they? Turkey, yeah, that's a good one actually. Turkey. Not getting through the groups. Yeah, Turkey were expected to do well. They always seem to do it in the Euros, but as soon as it gets to the World Cup, they just fade away. Ball on the left-hand side defence here for Belgium. Theate finds the Cupia. Doku made a good run, but he couldn't pick him out. And Senegal really well organised off the ball. It's 5-4-1 out of possession. Doku's actually come over to his right-hand side now. De Bruyne is ahead. Doku's on the ball. Castagne needs to make some room for him. Doku goes alone into the box and arriving with Tielemans. Senegal get it away now. Still the threat remains though. Trossard. He fouls his man. Poor foul. I don't get why players do that. Your side's starting to get a bit of momentum and you just give a push in the back. What are you doing, man? I mean, it's clever from Senegal, but we see it all the time. Use your heads. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream though. Thank you all for joining and all for watching. Goes a long way. Really do appreciate it. Personally, I didn't think England was going to do well. But for media expectations, for me it's Germany or England. And I'd maybe throw in Netherlands, but Netherlands lost to a very good nation. You know, Germany lost to Paraguay. You know, there are levels between them sides on paper. And then the expectation wasn't that Paraguay will get through that. Netherlands haven't done bad considering they got knocked out to Morocco, who are always favoured and always do well in AFCON as well, really. Brazil have been a little underwhelming on performances, but they've still had some great results and still top their group, of course. And still managed to score goals and entertain people. Japan thought they were going to go further, but of course they faced Brazil, so got to sort of let them off. And I saw a video earlier actually where the Japanese manager was, after the game, after the defeat to Brazil, was apologising to all the players. I mean, it's quite like sad to see in some aspects, but some like fair play for taking responsibility in that sense. But it was Brazil we played, wasn't it? Ball into the box on the left hand side for Belgium, into the gloves there easily for Dow, who goes long out to the right hand side and almost finding Iliman Ndiaye. It's a bit of a lottery once you get to the knockouts, unless you're France. Yeah, true. Let's see how the knockouts are shaping up then. Ball on the far side of Belgium, Trossard. Just see if anything comes from this latest attack for Belgium. Finds Theate. Out to Mikel. Castagne. Now Doku. Just being forced back and brilliant counter-pressing. I tell you what, Senegal, a huge part of their game is the counter-press. And they're doing it so well. Belgium find joy out on the left-hand side. To Cupia. Downline, what a ball that is! Behind the defence and away by Senegal, the pull back was to no one in white. So as it stands in the brackets, Paraguay, France, Canada, Morocco all confirmed. Brazil, Norway, Mexico, England. Looking at the sides left, I think Argentina, Colombia and Senegal, Spain for this one. Senegal, Spain and the USA. It's going to be really interesting. We could have USA, Senegal in the round of 16. That would be a brilliant match. That would really be good. I think it's next Wednesday or next Tuesday, isn't it? Probably be like 1 AM though. No doubt, with how this World Cup's been going so far. Referee's given a foul against Belgium in favour of Senegal. Brazil, will they come in clutch? I think they'll beat Norway. England, Mexico, that is a banana peel. I could see, to be fair, Colombia beating Argentina and getting to the semi-finals, and then probably playing Brazil. Brazil, Colombia. So as of right now, we've got Brazil, Colombia that side. France, yeah, they get to that side. They'll beat Morocco. That'll be a fantastic game, though. And then I think Spain. France. It could be a France-Argentina final again, but I'll go different. I'll go France-Colombia final. France to win it. I think Colombia are being massively overlooked. I don't think they're getting the appreciation they deserve. They are brilliant. I thought Carlos Baleba was from he is from Cameroon. I thought he was from Colombia. I got them mixed up. So I was looking earlier where Baleba's been playing, or if he's been benched all the games, and of course, wrong flag. Cameroon. Cameroon, of course, made it to the 22 World Cup. Ball won back here by Senegal. Long ball down the line and won back by Mikel for Belgium. Here's Castagne. Building up here. Here's Yuri Tielemans. Before the break then, can Belgium get something before half-time? Only 1-0 down. So a big opportunity here. All they need is one shot to go their way and past Diao in goal. Tikupia. Long ball searching for De Bruyne. Well brought down by De Bruyne. De Bruyne finds Doku on the right. Doku into the box. Dancing feet. Shot into the gloves of Diao. That was much better from Belgium. Much, much better. A lot more direct. You know, get the ball to your players that can hurt Senegal. And really it's just De Bruyne and Doku, isn't it? And deflected shot from Jeremy Doku into the gloves of Diao. It will be interesting next season to see how Maresca sets Man City up. He was brilliant with Leicester in their title-winning campaign in the Championship. What was that, 21-22 maybe? No, it must have been after that. 23-24 maybe? 24-25? Around them years, but the year Leicester won the Championship most recently, Maresca was in charge and he had them playing incredible football. Ball left hand side, cross block there for Belgium, and Belgium will have a corner kick here. Belgium really have grown into the game since Senegal got that goal, and they had to be honest, didn't they? They had to, had no choice. All the games have been tight. They have, haven't they? I mean, France, Sweden, but first half was quite tight. Second half, France started to go away with it a little bit, but I think if you looked at the scoreline, you think, oh, France walked all over them. But if you watched the game, first half, Sweden competed well and had a few chances themselves. Isak had put 3, Gyökeres had 1, and I think all of them should score. Belgium go short, shots, and Diao has to make a brilliant save. Really good play there from Belgium from the set piece, but Senegal's number 23, equal to that effort from Mikel, going into the side netting. I mean, what a save. Honestly, that is absolutely brilliant. He's flown across his goal there. Thought Kevin De Bruyne might have a pop himself there. They didn't finish the season that well, though. Which is well. No, they didn't that year, but they still got over the line. I mean, looking at the Championship winners almost every year, you know, and the sides that go up in second, everyone seems to be poor in the final few weeks, don't they? Look at Leeds, they always tend to do it, famously. Middlesbrough this year completely fell off a cliff. Every side has that little wobble, don't they? So 5 minutes added on to the end of the first 45 minutes here in Seattle. There we go. And at half time, I'll try and find an online quiz. Should be some good fun for us all. I'll try to find one now in the background. But it's Senegal. Can they double the advantage before the break? Ndai. Volley was attempted from, I think it was Diarra. But in the end, the effort was scuffed and goes out of play. Where's quizzes? England did get quite lucky earlier. But to be fair, that is football though. Do feel a little bad for Congo, of course, but England able to get 2 goals. Chelsea sign Italy defender Palestra for 47 million. Never heard of him. Where's the quizzes on you? Belgium in midfield. Van Aken finds Doku. De Bruyne tries to release Doku, but good defending there from Senegal. Goal kick it will be. I think Mexico are a dark horse to go quite far here. Mexico and Norway. If Mexico can beat England, I'd fancy them against Brazil, you know. Well, probably to go extra time and get something maybe, or snatch it. But they've played some really nice football. Otherwise, as I say, Colombia, maybe Switzerland, maybe. USA, Spain, but that's expected. Portugal. And Morocco probably, yeah. So I think the biggest shock so far has been Mexico in terms of how far they've been getting in the competition. And Canada. Canada never made out the group before this World Cup. So probably them actually so far. I keep changing my mind, but I'll settle on Canada as the biggest surprise so far. After Cape Verde, of course. I mean, that goes without saying, doesn't it? I mean, it's just... The thing is, like, this World Cup's so big that there's just so many teams. So you'll say one thing, you look over and you just see another flag and you'll be like, oh yeah, they're here as well still. It's absolutely crazy. Mexico at home, a tougher opposition. Yeah, they haven't lost at the Azteca, have they, since 2018. So, advantage Mexico. Scored some brilliant goals last night against Ecuador. Here is De Bruyne. 2 minutes left of the added 5. Doku goes down. Never a foul there. He has given it. He's given that. Quite surprised at that, you know. I thought we were done. Couldn't see where a goal was coming from. Yep, and then you realised Harry Kane was still on the pitch. Belgium has gained some control since the goal. Absolutely have, don't they? They have. And here we go then. Belgium free kick, and there's only one man. No Belgian player will be asking the question to take this one. It's set in stone. It's going to be Kevin De Bruyne. And any range is Kevin De Bruyne range. Yeah, 34 more people, and we'll be to 2,500. So, hoping to get there by the end of the World Cup. Fingers crossed. Please be sure to subscribe if you aren't already. So, De Bruyne free kick then. It is De Bruyne range. It's not going to be De Bruyne. What? No, sub count is top left next to the goal scorer logo. But 34, I think that was probably a typo. And 2,500. That 2,500 is the goal by the end of the World Cup. Fingers crossed we can hit that. Be sure to share the channel around if you do enjoy the content. It goes a long way. Thank you very much. Doku. Tielemans. Cross into the box. Away by Senegal. It drops for a volley from De Bruyne. Just doesn't catch it as well as he hoped. And half time then after. Yep, there we go. Called it. Oh, free kick. Got you. Yeah, but that's what we were all expecting. I can't believe De Bruyne didn't take that. Who was it? Number 5. De Kuipje. I guess he is the left-footed option. It's a bit like what Nuno Mendes did with Ronaldo, I guess, isn't it? Ronaldo's just a presence. De Bruyne was just a presence here. Yeah, I guess so. But half-time then, 1-0 to Senegal. It has been quite a close game. But level at the break. But they... Oh, God, I can't get my words out. I cannot multitask. Quite an even first half on the pitch, but Senegal winning 1-0. Belgium shown signs to get back into it, but nothing big to really test Senegal's backline or goalkeeper. Belgium themselves haven't had much defending to do really since they've conceded the goal. It has given them a reason to fight back at Senegal. But still, half-time 1-0. But second half, the first goal of that's going to be really interesting. If Senegal go 2-0 up, I think that'll probably seal it. But if Belgium go 1-1, then we've got a real game on our hands then. So, all to play for still. 1-0, still a really dangerous scoreline. So, anything could happen at this point, really. Right. Let's get... Senegal haven't really looked like adding up to their lead. No, I think they had that one attack after, but they were always looking for that first goal, weren't they? And then trying to hold it out, it seems anyway. Right, we're going to switch screens and we're going to try to find a quiz to do. Be sure to join in as well. Here we go, says the microphone's working. And here we go. Should be able to hear me. Right, let's find a quiz. I wasn't able to find one in time, but we'll go... shorts, videos. They should have like a quiz section. I wish I had it. Will squad in dispute with WRU before Fiji Open. That's not good. I know that is rugby, by the way. Yeah, that's the Chelsea news. Chelsea signed Italy defender Palestra for 47 million. Where did Chelsea have all this money from? World Cup. No quizzes there. Brighton agree. Club record 46 mil. Vuskovic deal. Wow. Belgium are just... Brighton are just brilliant though, aren't they? At recruitment. This is their bread and butter. Right, let's just go World Cup. There's got to be some quiz somewhere. No, nothing there. World Cup quiz. Who England's top appearance? We did this one yesterday, so we'll hopefully from this we'll find another quiz. Here we go. Can you name every nation at the World Cup? Which World Cup? Team you. Can you name every host? Well, that's pretty... Oh, ever. That could be pretty good. Name every player in England squad. Name every player in Scotland squad. Right. Well, I think we'll do. Name every host. That seems pretty good. So 26 hosts and co-hosts. So let me know in the chat. Get them in. Get them in. I'll quickly go off the top of my head and then I'll quickly go into the chat. We've got USA. We've got Mexico. You've got Canada. You've got Brazil 2014. You had Qatar 2022. Russia 2018. 2010 we had South Africa. 2010, 2000, I don't know who hosted 2006. 2002 was Japan and South Korea. We had France before that. USA hosted it twice, haven't they? Mexico hosted it 3 times. England hosted 66, didn't they? Uruguay hosted the first ever World Cup, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. All the hosts, you're nailing it. We're doing well so far, aren't we? Right, need to look at the years now. 2006. I can't think who did 2006. US 1990 as well. 1950. Right, I'll just put some random guesses in then. Sweden, have they ever hosted it? They have. Denmark. That might be no. Trying to think. Spain? Surely. Portugal. I put 2 T's, great. West Germany, of course. How did I not do Germany yet? Germany. Done England. Who did 2006? We've done Japan. They were 2002 co-hosts with South Korea. Who on earth was 2006? Argentina. In 78. Nope. Yeah, this is as far as I can go, really. 5 left. So 2006, 62, 54, 34. Not many left. We got Spain, we got Uruguay, France, Brazil, Sweden, England, Mexico, West Germany, Argentina, USA, France, South Korea, Japan, South Africa, Russia, Qatar, USA. Would Germany be one on its own? Yep. Oh, 2006, yes, there we go. You did say, yes, so Germany hosted 2006. 4 left. Italy. If I could spell it, it'd be great, wouldn't it? There we go. So we've got what, 3 left? 2 left. So we're looking for the 1962 and 1954. I feel like I know 54. Yeah, Italy 1990. Yeah, good one. Good one. Who's 54, man? I know 54. I just can't think of it. 1954 World Cup. Who hosted that? What years are left? We got 54 and 62. Cannot think. Just going around Europe in my head with France, Spain. Done the obvious ones, haven't we? Alright, we might give up and then do another quiz actually. Uruguay. We've done Uruguay. They were the first ever World Cup, 1930. I'll push give up. Who's it going to be then? 54. Switzerland. Chile. Oh, no. Chile, man. Switzerland. Yeah. I knew it was in Europe for 54. And Chile. Yeah, gutted with that, man. I was okay, I guess. Not too bad. Let's get it's alright. Not too fussed on that. Every host, every player in England's squad. Which one do you guys want to do? Every nation at the World Cup this year? It's pretty simple, isn't it? Okay, name every host. We just done that. Surely there's got to be more. There's got to be more than that. They can't be the only World Cup quizzes, can they? Did well. Yeah, it was okay, to be fair. I surprised myself a little bit, but I'm gutted I couldn't get Switzerland or Chile. I tell you what, when you're live and you're doing it, it's a lot more challenging than when you're sitting and watching someone else do it. It's what I found, because I'd often watch other people stream and do quizzes. I'd be like shouting at the screen and putting it in the chat, but then on the other side, it's really difficult. I don't get how though. I think I just overthink it. Which one should we do? Every nation then. Golden Boot. Is there a Golden Boot? No, there's not one that I can see. Unless I go back through it. See, why up here isn't there a quiz tab? Why isn't there a quiz tab? If anyone sees a quiz, let me know. Every England player, every team in England have played in World Cup knockouts. Here we go then. Another quiz. So is there any other suggested ones after this? Why are they all suggesting the same, man? Do you get extra money on them ones or something? Right, so we've got 22 teams. Every team England has played in a World Cup knockout. So Germany, West Germany. Oh, this counts as both, does it? DR Congo. Oh, well, probably done before today, was it? Croatia. Colombia. In 18. Who else was on that road to 18? I don't really know England's path too well. They're supposed to put some big nations out there. Argentina. Try Chile. Nope. Mine's gone blank. Congo. Yeah, they didn't even accept Congo. Switzerland. I'm trying to think who sides they've beaten. I just can't think right now. Have they ever knocked out Brazil? I don't think they have. Oh, they have. Oh, every side they've played in a World Cup knockout. Oh, right. Yeah, my bad, my bad. Okay, so who did they play in the quarterfinal? They played France. Yeah, misinterpreted it. 2022 last 16. Last 16 of the 2022 World Cup. Who was that? Easy get muddled, the Euros, yeah. 54 quarter final. 86. And obviously Germany was number one for England, wasn't it? Portugal. Was Scotland ever at the World Cup with that? I know they played in the Euros. Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of. Like most of England's knockout disasters from my memory. Who did England play in the last 16 of 2022? Well, we would have covered it on the channel, but I cannot think. I tell you what, I'll try to find one more quiz. Senegal, Sweden, Ecuador. Oh, I would have got Ecuador. I wouldn't have got Senegal or Sweden though. Denmark, Cameroon. Oh, I was about to type Cameroon. Belgium. Paraguay. Wouldn't have got that. Oh, Uruguay was tapping, wasn't it? Considering how much they qualified in the early days. Right, we'll try to find one more then, shall we? One more. Quiz. We did that one earlier. England's top appearance makers. Can you... Every nation? Any bingo? Not bingo in this one, probably bingo in the 1am stream between USA and Bosnia. Right, we'll end on the England team then. I don't know, there's not really any other quizzes to do, is there? Name every player in the England quiz. If I go back to suggested, every host... Or maybe who am I? Because I don't really name every country or anyone, because... We'll do day number 23. Here we go. Who am I? Guess the player and as few as attempts as possible. Here we go then, guys. I've played in one World Cup final and two semi-finals. One World Cup final, two semi-finals. Modric? No. I've won league titles in both Germany and Spain. Germany and Spain. Who's the too vague? All right. Second half, teams are just about ready to come out from the tunnel, so we'll quickly do this one. I've won league titles in both Germany and Spain and World Cup final. Well, Messi never played in Germany, so that rules that one out. Could be an Argentinian player though. Martinez never played. Alvarez? No, he's too young. Two World Cup semi-finals and a final, yeah. Could be anyone, literally could. I just can't even think of anyone that's played in Germany and Spain and... Oh, I don't know, I give up. Tony Cruz, oh, now it wants to suggest some good ones. I'm not really good, are they? Good thing the second half soon. As always, guys, if you go on to enjoy, please be sure to subscribe. We are 34 away from 2,500, trying to hit it by the end of the World Cup. Please be sure to help us to our goal. Oh, you did say Cruz as well, mate. Fair play. I didn't look back down. Right, second half then anyway, so we would have had to come back to this. It was indeed Tony Cruz. Germany would have loved to have him this time around, wouldn't they? Told you. Yeah, you did, to be fair, Nick Nat-Newt. Fair play to you. I'll give you your flowers. Brilliant guess. Yeah, for the stream later, we'll do at halftime. We'll do some halftime bingo or tic-tac-toe and on all that sort of stuff. But preparing for the second half of this one, it is Belgium, Senegal. Let's see how this second half will go. Are Belgium gonna make Senegal work for it? Or is Senegal gonna be able to cruise into the last 16? We're about to find out. So Senegal, let's kick us off for the second half. Here we go. We are underway between these two sides. So far, it will be Senegal awaiting the results at 1 AM between Bosnia and USA to see who they will play in the last 16. For Belgium, well, they are hanging on here. Although they did end the second half the better of the two sides, I think it's fair to say. Not sure if I'll be in the stream later. Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries at all. Die short, and it's just wide. Deflected wide though, so it'll be a corner Senegal. Even. Can Senegal start fast? That is the big question, isn't it? That is the big question. And it looks like they have so far, because good ball in from Mane. Mikel's header found Element in Die. Shot heading towards the bottom left hand corner, but a block in the way. And they did even have a corner, but didn't show it. I'm not sure. Definitely took a deflection, 100%. And is that Lukaku up top? I think it is. I think they've brought Romelu Lukaku on up top here. Yes, Lukaku's on. One change at the break. Belgium have turned to one of the greats of the current era in Belgium football. Romelu Lukaku will lead the line for the second half here. De Ketelaere really didn't do anything in the first half, did he? It's a shame with players like that. I do feel bad, but at the same time, you're on the world stage. It's not going to be easy. It's not meant to be easy, is it? So, have to step up to the plate. And Lukaku's going to bring that big physical presence, especially towards the back end of this match, if it's still 1-0. Here are Senegal on the ball at the back. So left hand side, it's Ismail Jacobs down the line, and here is Mane looking to get a ball into the centre and trying to shield that for a corner. One back by Mikel, and foul on Doku from Ismail Jacobs means free kick the way of Belgium. Have been staying up for most of the games. We stayed up for Netherlands, Morocco, and that was a 2 AM game, so it's like, it's a really good clash, we'll stay up for it. But it ends up going penalties, so we end up going to bed at 5 AM. We've done a few, even when the Euros was on last time, we did a few Copa America streams. That was like 3 till 5, to be fair, so yeah, we do tend to stay up for quite a few. I do enjoy Copa America, Euros, World Cup, all that. Got to be done, doesn't it? You know, it only comes around every 4 years, so may as well. Ball on the left hand side. Tielemans out to the left hand side. Forced backwards. Thiate finds Decupia. Trossard. Into midfield it goes now. I've been struggling with the late ones, even on the weekend, says Nick Nat-Newt. There have been some really good games though, which is really annoying. Early hours of the morning. Like Australia, Turkey, the 2-0 there. That was like a 5 AM kickoff. But that was a really good game. Lukaku traditionally misses a lot of sitters. He'll score now I said that. Yeah, probably, mate. Probably Diglett C800. I always think I'm forgetting letters there. It's because everyone's username comes up really small on the screen. The chat comes up perfectly, but everyone's username got to really lock in to try and see. I'm not staying up for the England-Mexico match. I need my sleep, unfortunately. That is fair enough, to be fair. That's fair enough. I'm staying up for England-Mexico, not missing that one. Might have to book the day off work. Yeah, that's the only thing in the World Cup, though. It's just like, it's so inconvenient for a lot of the games, isn't it? Approaching the 50th minute. Senegal on the attack here on the left-hand side. Well, in the chat, let me know if you are new, who you support as well. Good to know, because we do quite a lot of club football streams as well. Mostly Championship, but the odd League one as well. Don't tend to do much Prem ones, so don't tend to get that many views. So I try to stick to the EFL, but I think it's better football anyway. Ball crossed in, short and wide, and what an opportunity that is for Senegal. Diarra effort from the centre of the box, pulled wide. Down to the byline was Mane, picked out a great pass, and he's just not got the connection he wants, Habib Diarra. Yeah, but booking the day off work's not a bad idea. I think it's Monday morning going into Tuesday, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. So like Monday evening. So if you've got Tuesday off, you'll be absolutely fine. Long ball forward there for Senegal. Through it goes. 2-0. And that's a brilliant goal. And this time, it's Ismaïla Sarr. Was he in any doubt? No. What a ball over the top. And Belgium undone way too easily there. And Sarr doubles Senegal's lead. And Senegal are heading for the round of 16 after a disappointing group stage where they competed well but results didn't quite go their way. In the knockouts they're showing their quality and they start the second half in fantastic fashion. What an incredible ball it is. Great run from Ismaïla Sarr, who started through the centre tonight. Thiarte and Mikel cannot get near him. Courtois decides not to come out of his goal. Instead, he backpedals. He does start on the edge of the box. I personally think Courtois can... yeah, it's a brilliant touch in there. It's not like Sarr it's not the ball bounced before Sarr got there. And then straight past Courtois. You don't save them. You do not save them. Brilliant goal. I mean, what an assist. I don't even know who got the assist, but that is absolutely ridiculous. Who played that ball to him? Ismaïla Sarr goal. Who played that ball to him? Nkate. Nkate with a pass. I mean, that was absolutely fantastic. That probably is assist of the tournament, in my opinion. It's easy just to lump the ball forward, but Ismaïla Sarr just started to make that run. Perfect timing, still onside. Brought down well on the chest as well, then bang. Brilliant goal. And that is basically Senegal through now, I think. Belgium have been really poor. Not an easy chance. Look at the replay. Sarr bags another one. What a tournament he's having. Yeah, he's having a good one, isn't he? He is, to be fair. Belgium massive trouble now. They are fantastic for Lurgon. Nothing Courtois could do that. No. We were asking the question, could he have come out his goal? But on second thought, the ball doesn't bounce before. You know, it just goes straight to Sarr's chest. So the only thing he can do really is go back and try and make himself as big as possible. Just need a Belgium goal now, preferably Doku, and everything is perfect, says Lurquan. Well, Doku is probably the most threatening player going forward for Belgium. Now they've got Lukaku, I guess, but I still think it is probably Doku. Yeah, the ball doesn't even bounce before it gets to Ismaïla Sarr. On the chest, hits the ground, bang, back of the net. And Belgium, you can start the engines on the plane, get them warm. Belgium will be on their way. I have no doubt now that Senegal will be going through. And it's a shame because Belgium as always, as we always say, they've got some brilliant quality within their ranks. It just doesn't get utilised enough, does it? Ball in midfield here with Belgium. One back, too easy there. Referee does say it's a foul. It's quite a soft foul though. Not quite fortunate there, isn't he? Didn't Saar have his best scoring season in the Prem last season? I can check now for you, my friend. Ismaila Sarr. Go to Korea. Oh, it's close with Watford, I think. Why can't I see his season stats? I can't see his season stats for some reason, but... Oh, here we go, season. Yeah, 21 goals, 1 assist last season. Watford's best... Oh, no, never mind, was nowhere near it. And Rennes and Metz was nowhere near it either. Yeah, so you are right, 21 goals last season at Sarr in all competitions. Didn't realise it was that many. He is always a big threat going forward, though. And Sarr, with his 7th goal for the national side as well. So De Bruyne being withdrawn for Belgium. This is quite strange. And Doku. Have they given up already? Raskin and Luki Bacchio on. What are Belgium doing? What? Have Belgium just admitted to themselves that, yeah, that's it, it's done. It is only 2-0, guys. Why are they taking their best 2 players off? I don't get that. They need a goal. They need 2 goals. Probably 3. But what on earth are they doing? I mean, Trossard's done nothing. That other midfielder, Van Aken's been really poor, and Tielemans. I do not understand that. Not sure Lukaku going on is going to help much. I think it would have helped from like set pieces and that, but apart from that, crosses from general play, that's about it. He's not going to build up, is he, or do anything. But I don't get what the plan is here for Belgium now. You've taken your best 2 players off the pitch. De Bruyne and Doku. I don't get that. Why about Belgium? Who came off? De Bruyne and Doku. Kevin De Bruyne and Jeremy Doku. I'm speechless. I don't know what they're doing. It's like they've admitted that they're already going home. Why would you do that? Why on earth would you do that? I can understand like maybe one of them is an injury problem, but there wasn't anything wrong with either of them. You need goals and you take your creative players off. I don't know, but that's the game done now. Belgium have lost. Definitely. They've given up. Strange one. Yeah, I don't understand what on earth the manager's thinking there. I cannot wrap my head around it. Just makes no sense at all. You need goals. Why are you taking your best players off? What? That's crazy. Rudy Garcia has got some questions to answer, that's for sure. The Frenchman leading Belgium out at this World Cup. 62-year-old. I don't think he's going to be there for the Euros. I don't think it's that attractive job, Belgium, anymore. I mean, as soon as they lose De Bruyne, which will be, I think it'll probably be his last World Cup now, probably, won't it? I think he'll play the Euros and that's about it. And then all they've really got is Doku. Unless there's some players coming through that we don't know about or don't know much about yet. If you're Senegal, those are players you'd want to come off. Absolutely, 100%. But it's just Belgium saying, yeah, fair play guys, scored 2. That's it, we're done now. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. I've never known a side take their best 2 players off when they are losing in a knockout match and they need goals to stay in the World Cup. Lukaku edge of the box shit. Too easy for Senegal to get the ball away there. Belgium get lucky with a deflection, which gains possession back for them. Trossard out to the right. Luki Bacchio. Don't get me wrong, Luki Bacchio is really good, but Doku's better. Luki Bacchio here, shot blocked. I can see he comes around retirement for international football after this. Yeah, 100%. Maybe the Euros. Maybe that's a bit of a push. I think he's, what, 34 now, isn't he, to be fair? Yeah, probably after this, to be fair. 35. Yeah, he's not going to keep going, is he? Shot into the side net from Belgium and Tielemans. So get a corner. It did deflect out of play. He's had enough injury problems that he won't concentrate on club football. Yeah. Oh, I think he'll still play club football for a couple of years, but international as well. Can't see it now. Can't see it any longer. Maybe Euros at a push, but I don't think he's going to come to a World Cup again. That's for sure. $30 minutes left to play here. 30 minutes for Belgium to maybe get something, but it's really unlikely. The odds are stacked against them, yeah. I think Courtois might retire from international football too, you know. He's getting on a bit now as well. Shame to see though, because it's crazy. Growing up we had all these fantastic players, and now the likes of Courtois, 34. Keepers tend to go on a bit longer though, don't they? Lukaku, Luki Bacchio shot. Cleared away by Senegal. Belgium have possession back again. Belgium get one, who knows? Yeah, absolutely. That is the surprising thing about football. Some big shocks do happen when you least expect them. And I think it's number 19. Who's that? Axel Witsel? Coming on here, number 19. Diego Morena coming on. Morena? Not sure what position he is. But he is going to be the next substitution for Belgium. They've made quite a few now. That will be their fourth. And the third slot actually making them. So this is their last window for changes. Trossard goes down and the Belgian bench aren't happy at all about that challenge. I think Sweden give France a better game than Belgium are giving France a game here. Because Belgium are going forward, but they're not creating any big opportunities, are they? Sweden, yes, they had quite a few big opportunities. They just completely scuffed them. I think the Belgian manager, Garcia, is going to be Buckchert. Referee's in conversation with him. No. Just having a chat. So Van Aken off in midfield. That took a while, didn't it? And Moreira on. And they still have one sub left. What? How? You only get 3 sub windows. Was one like an injury window or something? Raskin, Lukubaki, that's one. Lukaku half time. And this one. That's their 3 windows, 4 subs. I don't even know anymore how the game works. It's pretty brutal for managers. The World Cup, yeah. Yeah. Well, most of these managers wouldn't have had these players for long going into it either, would they? Manager of international football must be really difficult. Unless you're France or one of the big hitters, where you can just rely on your sides to be professional. Know they're going to deliver. Camavinga could go City. What a deal that could be. Wow. Camavinga to City. With Elliot Anderson in midfield as well. Wow. Shirky in the attacking midfield. Foden on the left. Semenyo on the right. Haaland. Whoa, my word. We've already seen a few big names stand down. Yeah, we have. We absolutely have. And a concern here for Ismaila Sarr for Senegal, who's down on the deck. What's going through Kevin De Bruyne's mind, I wonder, as the cameras point towards him on the bench. Well, Sarr back up on his feet. He's going to try and run this in little niggle off. The only thing though with playing a lot of football, you do get those little niggles and little injuries and all that stuff. City are winning the league. If they get Camavinga as well. The only question mark is Enzo Maresca with that pressure. Chelsea can knack it. Of course, in the Championship, when you are the best side on paper with the players, it's a lot easier to win when you're the best side. In the Premier League, there'll be a lot more competition. Belgium on the far side. I don't know what would happen to Tuchel if we lost to Congo earlier. Surely would have gone. Surely would have gone. But the thing is, though, he's not even been that long. So, and the English FA are quite reluctant to sack managers unless it's Allardyce or Sam Allardyce or Hodgson, really, isn't it? So change here for Senegal, and it's going to be Papagay coming off for Senegal. His job is complete, and he'll be playing again in the round of 16 against USA or Bosnia. Good performance from him. And Kamara coming on. What's his first name, Kamara? Kamara, what's your first name? Lamine Kamara. Monaco. Interesting. 3 goals, 4 assists. More of a hold midfielder though. Interesting stuff. So Kamara on here for Senegal. I think that's their first change of the game. And the final hydration break of the match is coming up very shortly. Within the next 2 or 3 minutes. Diglett, imagine if the final was USA vs England in the 250th anniversary of USA beating England in Battle of American Independence. Yeah, that would have been cool, wouldn't it? That would have been pretty cool. For America, anyway. Only if they won it. If not, they'd never talk about it again. Kamara already been booked here. That's going to be the fastest player in this tournament's been yellow carded since being on the pitch. Kamara's only been on like a minute, if that really. Yeah, clear though. Straight into the side of Trossard. Diarra gets that ball away for Senegal. One back for Belgium at the back. Across the far side. Castagnet. To the left. To Kupia. Theate. Looking to build here, Belgium. Left hand side now, Theate. Meckel. All the way back to Courtois. Yeah, they're not really doing much of the ball though, Belgium. They are trying, but Senegal are just really organised, aren't they? Each player knows their role. They're trying to gain some confidence. They've got plenty of confidence after the game against Iraq, but they're trying to build on that. Continue. I think they'd beat USA, Senegal. It'll be a really good game to watch though. Left hand side for Belgium. Moreira. Ball into the box is a scuffed clearance and ends up in the gloves of the Senegal keeper. So hopefully everyone's had a fantastic day today. Of course, Wednesday today. The week is going quickly. There'll be no evening stream tomorrow, unfortunately. And then on to Friday. Potentially one in the evening on Friday. Not too sure yet. And then Saturday evening it's the round of 16 already. So Sunday we'll be able to do some streams, and from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you get the idea. I think Saibari's just joined Bayern Munich for 43 mil. Wow. It's a lot of money. Saibari is pretty good though. Had a good tournament so far with Morocco. And the hydration break, and Trossard having to be pulled away. Trossard's not happy here. And the Belgian manager having to come on the pitch just to help settle everyone down as they go over for the hydration break. Trossard not happy at all there. Thought it was going to kick off then, to be fair. Water in the pitch too. What are you up to tomorrow then? Already made plans with the boys for tomorrow, so we might watch a game or two. I'll definitely be watching the World Cup, but just not on a live stream for tomorrow. So got plans with them, and then I'm not sure what we're doing the weekend, but Friday probably be able to do some, and Sunday. Not sure about Saturday yet. 11 people watching, welcome all to the stream. It's currently 2-0 Senegal, as you can see. Belgium doing not well at all really at this World Cup. Disappointing in the group stage, and they've been disappointing tonight. You know, they drew 2 games in the group stage. Egypt, Iran, beat New Zealand 5-1, but they were always expected to end like that, wasn't it, for them? Do let us know what everyone else is up to tomorrow, and of course across the weekend. Will you be going to the pub to watch any of the big games? Yeah, they're just showing you Ismail Sarr goal again. Absolutely brilliant. Got a pass to Control. Lets it bounce, then bang into the back of the net. Doesn't really need to pick his spot. Just needs to smash it into the back of the net, really, doesn't he? And it's exactly what he's done. Cape Verde, Argentina. What day is that again? What day is that? I think it's Friday night. I hope it is. Argentina, Cape Verde. I really want to do that. Yeah, it is. Friday, July the 3rd, 11 PM. So, more than likely we'll do that as a watch-along Friday night. Argentina ranked number 1 in the world after winning the World Cup. Cape Verde ranked 67th in the world. 11 o'clock. I mean, what's not to like about that game? I haven't watched Argentina on a live so far. All Cape Verde, I don't think. Maybe done one. Not sure. But yeah, so Friday night we'll definitely do Argentina, Cape Verde then. Won't start for Colombia, Ghana. I'll probably watch it, but fall asleep at half time. And Senegal here are going to make some changes as well to their side. So off comes Iliman Ndiaye, and Habib Diarra also being withdrawn here by Senegal. But on coming to replace them will be number 20 and number 17. We'll just wait for the graphic to come up from ITV. Help us out a little bit. Diarra with the first goal in this one, though. It was brilliant from him. After, of course, it hit the post from Ismail Sarr's header, and Habib Diarra, instincts of a striker, first one to react, got to the ball quickest and hit the back of the net. So really good from him as well in this one. He's been really tidy in midfield as well. You can see why he plays for Sunderland at such a high level as well. So what numbers did I say? Number 20. So Ibrahim Mbaye have come on, and Pape Sarr of Tottenham come on. So Sarr and Mbaye. Well, hopefully I'm pronouncing them correct, by the way. If I'm not, I do apologise, and please be sure to correct me if any of the pronunciation is wrong. Would be the biggest World Cup shock ever if Argentina don't get through. Yeah, it would be, and that's where we've got to do it, because Cape Verde currently the only ever side in World Cup history to be unbeaten so far. Of course, it's their only tournament, and they've drawn all their games. saving them for the last 16. Absolutely, absolutely. That's what they're going to have to think about now. The best players, the ones who maybe have been suffering a little bit in training or overworked, make sure they don't pick up anything now in the final 15 minutes. Ball on the left-hand side here for Senegal. Looking for more goals. They're not satisfied with just 2. On the left-hand side they go. Kamara. Initial cross is blocked, so goes back. Left-hand side, Jacobs decides to hold on to possession for Senegal. Switching the point of attack out to the right-hand side. Here's Pape Sarr. Just come on. And wonder what his future holds at club level with Tottenham. Tottenham today apparently agreeing a deal with Sandro Tonali. And I think they're getting as well Matheus Fernandes. So a real overhaul at Tottenham, but it's needed, isn't it, for them, to be fair. Ball at the back here with Diao for Senegal. Of course, Edouard Mendy injured. But I'm pretty sure he's still come along for the World Cup, hasn't he? I don't think he's injured for much longer. Yeah, knee injury, wasn't it, for Mendy. And he played, yeah, he didn't play against Iraq, but he played against Norway and France, didn't he? But Diao has proven he's a solid pair of hands. Hasn't had too much to do in this one, but still got a clean sheet this far. So no complaints really. A final change for Belgium then will be Munia coming on. Bit of a sideways move for Tonali. Yeah, Newcastle to Spurs. You know, I get Spurs have got, like, I don't know, I was going to say more money, but not really after the current takeover at Newcastle was complete a couple of years ago. Yeah, I don't get it. It's like Galbraith from Swansea to Stoke. Stoke have only finished above us once since we both got relegated at the same time from the Premier League. And why on earth would you want to go Stoke over Swansea? I think, personally, we've got a more exciting thing. But anyway, people have different views on everything, don't they? Different opinions. He'll have his reasons, just like Tonali, I guess. On over the top there for Senegal. It's a bit ambitious for Mane to get on the end of, and in the end Courtois beats him to it. Although Mane did give up on that foot race about halfway through. Ball at the back here for Belgium. Be good if I knew which team was which here. Lucky Bacchio into midfield. Out to the right hand side it goes. Ball into the centre, towards the back post it goes, headed down into the ground, and no one able to get on the end of it there for Belgium. That's where you want your Lukaku's linking off your players, trying to get a half chance at least, but just nothing. Lucky Bacchio will try again. Edge of the box, twist and turn and shot. Oh, I thought it was in. It looked destined to nestle into the corner. And I thought for the last 12 or so minutes we would have had a real good game on our hands. But it hasn't been the case. And Lucky Bacchio, with a stunning effort, whistles wide of Diao's goal. But not far off at all. Looked close. Looked very close. Better angle here. Oh, he's not far at all. If he's 3 yards back before he hits the shot, that one's nestling into the corner. Would have been peach of a goal. Oh, would have been one of the best goals we've seen this tournament. That's for sure. What is the best goal you have seen this tournament? I'd say last night Quinones for Mexico versus Ecuador. That was a brilliant goal. It's hard to say though, because there has been so many goals, isn't there? So it's difficult to think of all of them. Olise yesterday, if he scored that overhead kick from the edge of the box, that would have topped them all. That would have been really difficult to beat. Senegal have scored some pretty good goals actually at this World Cup. Thinking about it. Poor there from Belgium. And Mane will pounce on the opportunity in the box. Mane's cross though is blocked by Mikel in the centre. Haven't seen all the goals yet. Ah, right, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it is a lot. Even if even after you do see all the goals, it's difficult to recall them all anyway. So I am asking quite a lot, to be fair. I feel like there's been some Alanga actually against Japan. That was brilliant from Alanga against Japan in the group stage. Going around the flags. Who else has scored a brilliant goal? Have we had many free kick goals? I feel like we've had a couple, but Messi's, but I wouldn't say it's a brilliant goal. It was good, great finish anyway. Norway, Senegal, Argentina, Austria, Colombia, Portugal. Nuno Mendes' free kick was okay, to be fair, but nothing outrageous, I wouldn't say. Kamara, what a ball that is out to the right hand side. Here's Mbaye for Senegal. Down the line it goes. Senegal trying to get a ball into the box, but it's not quite materialised just yet. And Thiate will try and find Moreira. Moreira, that's poor from him, and it's a definite free kick. Senegal down the edge of the box. What are Belgium doing, man? You look at Belgium on paper going into a World Cup, you think, yeah, they're solid side, usual suspects, always tend to qualify, and should be a difficult side to play. But this World Cup and the last Euros, they have been appalling. Could this be the year that an African nation wins the World Cup? I think Morocco are the best shout at that, to be fair. I think Senegal are okay, but when they've come up in the group stage against the likes of France, they've competed well. Against Norway, they lost 3-2, obviously. But in a knockout match, it's completely different, isn't it? Completely different. If you go hammer and tongs at it. Yeah, I think Ghana, no. Algeria, no. Yeah, Morocco or Senegal, but they've both got to get past France if they want to even get to the final. It'll be a big ask, but obviously every side has their off days, and that includes France, so potentially. But both Senegal and Morocco always do well in AFCON, so it's pretty solid picks to go far in the World Cup, aren't they, to be fair? I think Morocco have really improved a lot since the last World Cup, and they were really good in the last World Cup as well. After everything that happened at AFCON final between these two nations, Senegal and Morocco, who were on about, I still can't remember who. I think Senegal won it on the pitch, but then Morocco have officially won it because Senegal did leave the pitch. Egypt still here too, yeah, Egypt, but I could even see them losing to Australia, to be fair. It really is a complete lottery, that game. Winner plays Cape Verde, unless Argentina sneak an upset in that one and beat Cape Verde. Who knows? But I think Salah might be out for that one, potentially. I can't see him being, not featuring at all in that one. Surely not. In a historic World Cup for Egypt, where they've won their first ever game at a World Cup. Looking to win again against Australia tomorrow or Friday, whenever it's been played. Luki Bacchio on the far side. Ball into the centre. Lukaku waiting. And that header goes past the post from Castagne. Can see them beating the Aussies. Can you? I think that one might get overlooked. I think the group stage was really close. In Egypt's group, Egypt, Belgium, Iran and New Zealand really close. And Australia beating Turkey really has thrown me off a little bit. Because I had Turkey down to go quite far as well, to be fair. France have had to take on Paraguay, and if they beat them, I think they will play Morocco. Yep. Hoping France would have a day off one of those games. Yeah, it would be nice, but France haven't won it since 2018, so that's 8 years. So obviously, last World Cup they tried to defend it, lost in the final. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Morocco have to play Canada, and Canada have been okay, but I don't think they get past Morocco. As I say, predictions for the round of 16 will come your way on the channel on Saturday, so be sure to check that one out as well. But here in Seattle, it's 2-0 Senegal over Belgium. Belgium crashing out at the round of 32. Another disappointing tournament for a side with a lot of quality but just not able to deliver. And as I was saying earlier on in the stream, they're in Wales's qualifying thing. Oh, Mane's in with a mistake from Belgium. Mane! Good save from Courtois. Good save from Courtois, but it's gifted back to Senegal. Left-hand side. Kamara. The Sarr offside given against Senegal. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, it's Belgium who were in Wales' qualifying for the World Cup. And both times we played them, we gave them a pretty good run for their money. And, you know, I know we're not great. We haven't been great for a while, Wales. So, it was, it showed Belgium's weakness. We always play Belgium, and usually they batter us, but this time was different. Apart from 2016, that Euros where Williams, Vokes and Har, Robson, Carnu. I'm sure you all remember the goals right now, reliving it through your mind. Us Wales fans certainly do. Australia were lucky to beat Turkey. A couple of tight finishes and lots of wastefulness from Turkey. That is true. But then against USA, they gave a good account of themselves. And Paraguay, they drew 0-0. And Paraguay have gone on to do good things against Germany. So, yeah, I can see both sides of it, to be fair. It's going to be really close. Definitely improved under Bellamy. Oh, 100% improved, but I think in the playoffs, we were absolute dire. Ball through to Lukaku for Belgium. Tackles flying in everywhere. Belgium on the back post. Lukaku, he gets one back for Belgium. There's belief yet. There's hope yet. Lukaku scores for Belgium. They are still alive in this World Cup, just about. There's still just enough time. And Belgium's number 9 gives the whole country belief. Romelu Lukaku. It's what he done all of his career, and it's what he done in one of the most important moments for Belgium. Clever centre forward play. Ball out to the right hand side. Front post. Lukaku uses his strength. Cease has no chance. And Lukaku over Diao. Diao probably should save that, to be honest. And Lukaku celebrates by pointing to his head. And he's not fussed on celebrating. He's saying his teammates, focus now. Big few moments ahead. And that is sure it is. Senegal are appealing for a handball in the build-up. But the goal stands. It is indeed 2-1. So can Belgium do the unthinkable here? Could be a nervy last few minutes. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that from Belgium. Hold the front page. He's ref wearing shoulder pads. I'm not sure, to be honest. Oh, Senegal could wrap it up here, and it's an awful finish. I want to look at the ref now, just to see. Belgium on the front foot again. They could try force extra time. One more goal would do it. Lukaku involved again. Belgium flowing with confidence. Trossard gets the ball nicked from under his feet. Here is Fiate. Out to the right hand side. Belgium need one more chance. Senegal have been really good all game. Belgium haven't had a sniff, but one chance, and you know, Lukaku has had a fantastic career, always been lethal in front of goal, and he shows it once again. You never really lose the class, do you? Ball into the box. Diao comes a long way. It's in! It's 2-2! And Belgium equalise! Tielemans! I think Trossard. Someone scored. Belgium has scored. A late comeback against all the odds. And it is Yuri Tielemans against all the odds. Wow. Yuri Tielemans. Wow. Ball into the box. Giao looks like he's going into no man's land. He's onside. Great ball in from Trossard. Beats the keeper to it. Giao with 2 howlers in a matter of 2 minutes, really. And Belgium are going to take this one to extra time. We thought it was all over. But there's another twist at this World Cup. And Belgium, against all the odds, find a way. Wow. Not expecting that at all. Brave header. Absolutely, but you've got to be brave on the World Cup stage. Wow. 2-2. Absolutely incredible, guys. This one could go all the way. You see what I mean on a close-up. Keeper lost his head. Did not see that coming. No, I didn't at all either. The Belgian manager's been yellow carded here. I don't understand why. Fun fact, Lukaku's mum and dad were from Congo. So he could have played for them. Wow, yeah. Brave head of that. Still hope Senegal can pull through. I think so, but wow. Senegal completely bottled it the last few moments. Who'd have expected that then? We'll have a few minutes on added time. That's for sure. But it looks like we're going to head for extra time in this one. Somehow, Senegal got complacent. And Belgium didn't stop believing. We all thought as soon as they brought off De Bruyne and Doku, well, I did anyway, I'm not sure about anyone in the chat, that it was all over. Lukaku got a goal to bring some belief back into them. And it's more than just belief. It's materialised into 2 goals in, what, 3 minutes for Belgium? Something like that. Absolutely incredible. There's my 2-2 prediction, said Josh. Wow. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Fair play for that. Well, no one was expecting that from Belgium, were they? We all thought too little, too late. And Belgium with all the momentum now. Lukaku skipping through. Right hand side here. Belgium could win it. Wide. Wide. Luki Bacchio causing havoc on the right hand side. Wow, I thought they won it there. Right hand side. Luki Bacchio was in the centre waiting for it. Put behind by Senegal for a corner to Belgium. Can you imagine if Belgium do this now before extra time? They have a corner from the far side. And it goes. Edge of the box. Shot from Trossard is hitting to the ground. And Senegal get that away. Trossard back again. Cross into the box. The back post. And Diao claims it this time. And poor kick. But he was impeded by the Belgium players running in their way. Crazy end to this game as it stands then. Senegal, it actually worked out pretty well from that kick, but referee had to pull it back. What will Senegal be thinking here? 4 minutes now left to play of the 7 added minutes. Could be down to us more on the attack now. Absolutely, it could indeed. Cannot believe it. Senegalese fans look distraught. Belgian fans are in dreamland. Absolutely they are. Such a contrast. I mean, what was it, 10 minutes ago? It was the complete opposite, wasn't it? Belgian fans were booking their flights home. Now, they're booking them flights across to the USA for the next match again. Lukaku. Moreira was coming in. Belgium win the ball high up the pitch here. Where was this type of Belgium in the first half? Welcome, David. Germany, biggest downfall is it? Biggest surprise exit. England, Senegal score spot on today for Josh. Wow, fair play, mate. Shows what can happen. Absolutely, it is football, and Senegal could even win it themselves. Shit. Into the books they go. Senegal, cease. Idrissa Gana Gueye out to the right. Mbaye. Imagine if one of these sides get a winner now before the 7 minutes is up. Good for USA if this goes extra time. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Ball on the right hand side for Senegal. They've got a wall of white to play through. And they've had to make quite a few changes as well, haven't they? So they would not have been expecting extra time, that's for sure. 2-0 up, comfortable as you like. But maybe they got a little bit complacent with themselves. Out to the left hand side here for Senegal. They are on the attack. Belgium making it difficult for them to get through. Out to the right hand side once again. Belgium win it back. Maria. Long ball forward, searching for Lukaku. It will find Cease instead. Senegal have the ball back in possession. Niakate. Into midfield it goes. Kamara. Now Gana Gueye. Out to the right. Mbaye. Twisting and turning. They've got to get a ball in, surely. Long shot and it's just wide. Courtois had it covered. And we'll have 60 seconds left to play of the 7 added on minutes. But it looks like we are going to go to extra time in this one. And the first real big, crazy moment of the World Cup, isn't it? The first one where we're thinking, wow, wasn't expecting that to happen. In terms of late goals and the way the game has just swung. That is mental. Absolutely crazy. What time will this game finish then? About 12. Still have ages before the USA game. Ball on the right hand side here for Senegal. Over the top it goes, searching. Thiate wins it back, and now Senegal will have the last attack of the game here from a throw-in to deny it going to extra time. Ismaila Sarr and Sadio Mane still on the pitch, of course, for Senegal. Diatta takes it. Played over the 7, but still playing here. Left-hand side, ball in, deep ball. Belgium with no Senegalese threat. Belgium take the throw-in instead. Still fancy Senegal, I think, just. Yeah, I think so as well. And there we go. We are going the distance here. Well, at least to extra time between Belgium and Senegal. We are going to have to go to extra time for this one to be decided. Incredible comeback. No one saw that coming, did they? No one saw that coming. Because Belgium were down and out. Their goals 86 and 89th. Wow. Absolutely crazy from Belgium. You don't often see comebacks like that late on. I mean, Senegal were cruising. Belgium didn't really have any decent chances, but Diao, the Senegalese goalkeeper, should do better on the first one. And the second one, he's been an absolute howler. Both of them he should save, really, and prevent. It should never have got to 2-2. But here we are, somehow it has. And that's the joys of football. Anything can happen. So, in extra time then, I don't actually think this one goes to penalty. I think Senegal will have enough during extra time, half an hour. I think they'll have enough to beat Senegal. Have enough to beat Belgium, sorry. But we've wrote Belgium off before. They've proved us wrong, so we might have to learn from our mistakes and not write Belgium off again. But if Senegal get knocked out here, that's a big look into their game management, because they look, they were cruising and then they're switched off. Good goal from Lukaku, good strength. Keeper should save it, as I say. And then a free kick floated into the box. Keeper completely misses it, and Yuri Tielemans gets the goal. So extra time awaits for us then, and see how this one plays out then. It's going to be close. If I'd have to call it, I'd say I do think Senegal win it 3-2 extra time. Maybe even 4-2. I think they'll score maybe 2 in the second half of extra time. First half will be quite equal. Second half, Senegal will win it, I think. I don't see this one going to penalties, but you never know in football. Absolutely anything could happen. And instead of having 2 hours break, we've got another hour of football if it goes to penalties. Definitely another half an hour at least of action. Maybe penalty shootout. Well, no game so far that has gone to extra time has been decided in extra time. They've all at least gone to penalties as well. So I might have to quickly get that graphic ready just in case it does go to penalties. That's a good idea, actually. Get that ready just in case this goes to penalties after and I do forget to do it. That one's done. Let me just do this one. There we go. Ready. Ready in case it goes to penalties. Oh no, badges aren't right. So we've got Belgium. And we've got Senegal as well. Where's Belgium? There we go. And we've got Senegal. Right. All set up in case it goes to penalties then. Which it could do, to be fair. It could do. I do think though Senegal seal it up in extra time. But our prediction so far is wrong anyway. In terms of saying Belgium have no chance of going back into it, and look what's happened. I spoke way too soon, didn't I? Still odd though. Nicholas Jackson and Koulibaly coming on for Senegal. So they have got strength off the bench, where Belgium really have brought it all on already to try save their World Cup. I did find it really strange how they brought off Doku and De Bruyne though. Still don't understand their moves, but it's paid off for the manager somehow. I don't know how, but somehow it has. So extra time then. And who's coming off? Mane and Jacobs coming off for Jackson. So Sadio Mane off. He will not play any part further. Diouf and Jackson. Diouf will go left back. The West Ham left back, of course. And Jackson will go on the left wing probably. Or maybe he'll go striker. Sarr will come over. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But a double change here for Senegal to see how this one will play out. But Mane's still on the pitch here, so I don't... Have they got it wrong? They haven't made the changes in time, so extra time must start with the players. They weren't ready in time, basically. Strange one. Never seen that before. But referee was quick to get underway with it. He's definitely not getting paid by the hour. But on the left hand side, Senegal going straight away for it. Out to the right hand side. Yeah, there we go. Aligning the clock in the top of the screen. Can't speak. Could Jackson be the hero potentially when he gets on the pitch anyway? Players didn't come off in 10 seconds. Oh right. I don't think Diouf was ready though. Looking at the side of the pitch, he was still messing around with something. Who knows? Yeah, no idea to be fair. Not a clue. Ball back with Diao, who he's going to be the real victim of this as Senegal if they don't manage to get through now. Because they were cruising, 2 mistakes from him. I mean, the Lukaku ones, I think he should save it, but it's a debatable one because of the power and its close proximity he's struck it from. But the second one, he's made an absolute mess of it. If you're a keeper and you're coming out your goal, you have the advantage by being able to collect the ball with your hands. And if you don't make contact or win the ball, then yeah, don't come for it if you're not going to win it. Ball on the far side here, Maria. And I do wonder now, is his confidence going to be shot? He could, of course, be this hero on penalties, the Senegal keeper. But in extra time, if there's a corner now for Belgium, is he going to stay? Is he going to be more reluctant to stay, to not make another error? Of course. Big decisions. They went on to begin with. It was rash. He didn't need to go out. Yeah, exactly. He didn't. So, free kick here to Senegal. And now they can make the changes. The double change. Nicholas Jackson coming on for Sadio Mane. So, Mane, he has done his role and his job for this one. And could be his final appearance at the World Cup. Not sure if he's going to play the next one. As many of the players on the pitch actually involved in the squads today. David says, I would like USA for semi. Ooh, USA to make semi-finals. That would be very interesting, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? They have played some nice football, to be fair, David. Jacobs off as well for Diouf of West Ham. Highly rated player. Let's see if Senegal have got it in them. They are, I think, the favourites to win this game. But never write Belgium off, and they've proven that point with 2 goals in 3 minutes. Of course, our saves about 1 in 6 pence and nothing that special. Yeah, it's about standard, that surely, isn't it? A big lottery, the football lottery I call it. Long ball forward for Senegal and ends up in Courtois' gloves. 14 people watching, hopefully you're all enjoying the stream. 2-2, incredible comeback from Belgium. And we're also, if you're enjoying the stream, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. We're aiming for 2,500 subscribers by the end of the World Cup, which ends in 19 days. If you want to help us out and join the journey, feel free to, no matter who you support, all welcome here on the channel. Standard's about 1 in 5, yeah, so basically still standard then, 1 in 6. But Senegal will be absolutely gutted that they couldn't hang on in the 90, and this is not what they had in mind. And Gana Gay also being substituted here for Senegal. Won't be able to make any more of an impact for his side in this one. He's going to leave it to his teammates and see what they can do on the pitch. So Gana Gay off, and the captain's armband now gets moved to Ismaila Sarr, the one with a second goal this afternoon for Senegal. And Ndai comes on in midfield. So I think that's all the Senegal subs made now. They do get an extra one though because of extra time as well. But I've lost count really on how many subs have been made. Here's Diouf, Jackson, throw in the way of Belgium. And actually it's Ismaila Sarr who's gone on the left wing. And up top has gone Jackson as expected. Was out on loan at Bayern Munich, wasn't he, from Chelsea this year. Here's Thiate at the back here for Belgium. Already 6 minutes of the 30 have been played. So the thing is with extra time, it does go quite quick, to be fair to it. At least there's no hydration breaks in extra time, eh? That would be the worst, I think. Papa Ndai played for Stoke briefly. Oh, right. What year? Ball left hand side here. Diouf drops a shoulder, goes down line, goes down. Free kick Senegal. Easy free kick to win that one. Oh, it's Barrett and I who's come on. Was it Bayern Munich on loan? DM. 18 years old. So, very young. Very young player. 2021. Oh, right. Long ball forward there for Senegal. Belgium look to win it back in midfield. At the back, a big tackle there from Castagnet. So Bakayoko back to Theate. At the back here, Belgium looking to build. Ah, right, got you. Theate again. Left hand side. Belgium not interested in going forward, are they? They are watching the clock tick over the minutes. They are either being very patient or just trying to waste time here. Well, they would have definitely preferred penalties if you offered it to them at half time. Well, just after half time when Senegal went 2-0 up, if you offered them penalties, every Belgian fan would have shook your hand and still wouldn't have believed you. Ball on the right hand side here for Belgium. Lucky Bacchio on the ball. Out to the left hand side it goes. Theate finds the Kupia. Into the centre it goes and all the way through. Over everyone's head. Munia. Back in it goes. All the way through, and Senegal pick it up on the far side. Moreira wins it back here for Belgium. Trossard. What a ball that looked to be, but cut out by Senegal again. It's like watching Wimbledon because neither side can keep hold of the ball. I think it's always better to avoid pens if you can, unless you really are the underdog. Yeah, complete lottery in it. Complete lottery. Never have any idea how it's going to go, and you can't really control it, can you? You have no control. It's not like a tactical thing or anything. You can do your research in every player, but even then, you can still go that side, still dive that side, and they can still score. So it's all about on the day. Ball at the back here for Belgium. Out to left hand side, Theate. Advancing to Castagnet on the far side here. Belgium going forward. Out to the right here, Meunier. Into midfield, Tielemans. Finds Lukaku and over the top it goes for Castagnet. It's looked like it was going further than it actually travelled. Sorry guys, Steve. Oh, no worries at all. And yep, no worries at all there. David, no worries at all. Thank you for tuning in as well. And hopefully you're all okay. Fingers crossed. Refs letting not go on there. Yeah, that's the theme at the World Cup, really, isn't it? Refs reluctant, really, to stop the game, stop-start, like we're used to seeing, especially like the Premier League, League 1, League 2, Championship. A lot of stop-starting, every ref's different, but at the World Cup, it's like they allowing a lot more to go through. Reluctant to stop the game every 2 seconds, which is good for the flow of the game. Into the box it goes and collected by Diao. Left hand side, won by Diouf. Into the box, and Lukaku trying to have a swing at it, but misses the ball on that occasion. He would have loved to get a goal, another goal for Belgium in that one. Wasn't an official directive. No, it wasn't. But I do think something's definitely happened, surely. Because every match, if you compare it to softer instances around the world, they all get blown up for. So surely they're just trying to give the game a little bit more rhythm at the World Cup. Unless it's more of a serious foul. Because to be fair, I'm thinking about all the games I've watched, none of them have really been stop-start. Mostly for it though. Oh, 100%. I hate it when the game can't get any rhythm. Well, that's really poor there from Belgium. Giving the ball straight back to Senegal. But Mbaye can't do enough with it to punish Belgium. Senegal do have the ball in midfield though. Kamara. To the left-hand side. We are just 3 minutes away from half-time in extra time. Shouldn't be any added on time, I don't think. Ismail Assar inside to midfield. Papsar out to the right hand side. It did look as well like Koulibaly was coming. Did Koulibaly actually come on? No. So at some point in the match, Koulibaly was about to come on. I remember saying his name, but he is not on the pitch. Getting quite lost now of who is on the pitch and who's not. Ball with Senegal. Diouf goes all the way back to his keeper, Jiao. I think both sides just want penalties straight away, to be honest. Yeah, that is true. Knick-knack new. There has been some odd decisions waved away. And clear fouls that have just been missed, haven't they? Something must have been said behind the scenes where they're like, oh, we need more of a float. Need it to be the best World Cup. No stop starting. Only if it's a clear foul, give it. Belgium on the attack with Moreira. Into the box, Lukaku lurking, but away by Cease. Both teams seem more worried about conceding than trying to score a goal. Yeah, they do, don't they? They do indeed. Belgium go again, and Belgium now is starting to really test the Senegalese back line. Munia, ball in the box. He could have gone anywhere, but he went out of play for a goal kick. And Munia there drilled one into the box, kind of taking the deflection off anyone. And Belgium, ending the first half of extra time, the stronger of the two. So almost at half time here in extra time. Same with pens. I hate soft pens, so fine with that. Yeah. We have had like the Mbappe one against Senegal actually. I do think that should have been a pen, but was more on the softer side. Kane today, I think that was also a pen. But it's just because it depends what you used to be. It depends what you're used to seeing being given as a pen, doesn't it? You know. It does depend on what you're used to being given. We're into 105th minute, so come on ref. You don't enjoy the game that much. Half time and extra time. And it's 2-2 it remains. 0-0 over the course of extra time so far. Second half of extra time will be seconds away. And still no decider in this one between the two sides. No idea how this one's going to go. And it could go all the way through to a penalty shootout, and that looks like the likely destination at the moment, because both sides during that first 15 minutes of extra time, like, they weren't too fussed about going for a goal. Belgium ended it well, but still no clear cut chances. Senegal I don't think had anything going forward during extra time, so it does look like the likely outcome here is going to end up being a penalty shootout. Which would be the third of the World Cup so far. But really exciting stuff, of course, with penalty shootouts. Champions League has become a bit of a mockery with the pens given right, left and centre. Yeah, that's true as well. I mean, every league. Every league. Some dodgy handball pens, have we? No, we haven't actually. I don't think there has been a handball penalty awarded at this World Cup so far. No doubt we'll get one in one of the biggest games in the knockouts, where it's a huge deciding moment, but no, it's a good point to be fair. Unless all the players have just adjusted to that so much that they know. Keep your hands and arms in line with your body. And that's half-time extra time over and done with straight away. So 15 more minutes. Will we see a winner? Or are we going to go to the football lottery? It does, as Nick That News says, it's going to be the most likely of outcomes. It sure is at the moment. But nevertheless, we need a winner to see who USA or Bosnia will be facing in the round of 16. And I think it probably will be Senegal, but you never rule out Belgium like we did during the match. I did say half-time in extra time, still same score, and then Senegal to score 2 more during the second half, but I'm not confident on that anymore. I don't think they will. They look too scared to go forward now, both sides do. The risk of losing it, extra time's not that long now, especially in the second half, only 15 minutes, so you don't have that long to go and respond if you were to concede. So you can understand from a tactical aspect why they're not going hammer and tong at all. But extra time is underway now then. Here we go, the second half of extra time I should say. And Senegal kicking from left to right in this one, as they were in that second half. So Belgium attacking the end, where they scored both of their goals as well. Ball on the far side here for Senegal. 30. There we go. As always, if you're enjoying the stream, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It goes a long, long way, and it helps the channel grow as well, so it would be much appreciated. 50-50 now, I think. If you're USA, who would you rather play? Have to be Bosnia first. Yeah, Bosnia's going to be a tricky one for them. I do think that's a bit of a banana peel for them. But I think you'd rather play Belgium, really. I do think Senegal are the better side here, even if they did bottle a 2-goal lead. But that's what the World Cup's all about. That's what football's all about. Ball in the box there for Belgium, who looked like the side actually more likely to score so far, because they have been going forward, going for it. And Amadou Onana warming up on the side of the pitch. So maybe he is one of Belgium's penalty takers. Here's Diao. Out to left hand side. One back in midfield by Kamara and Senegal. Free kick given the way of Senegal. Just quickly looking then, who are going to be the penalty takers? Because there's been a lot of subs made. Belgium, well, Lukaku's going to be one. Trossard 2. Luki Bacchio 3. Tiesman's 4. Yeah, he'd take one. Probably Stanye 5. And Moreira or Munia. You see defenders taking quite a few pens in shootouts these days. For Senegal, well, Ismail Sarr will take one. Ismail Sarr. Jackson takes one. Mbaye takes one. Perhaps Sarr takes one. And I don't know who's the other one. Maybe Nkate just chuck another defender in there. Defenders love pens in the shootouts. I remember Harry Maguire's penalty in the final against Italy at the 2020 Euro final. Absolutely incredible pen. It's a free hit for Belgium now. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they've got all the momentum as well still. I always think with pens it's down to the keepers. Yeah, a large part is, but if you pick your spot and you go there with power, you don't save it to Senegal in the box, chance to win it, and it's just the wrong side of the post. Nicholas Jackson combining with Mbaye. I think it was anyway. Or was it Njai? Njai to Mbaye. Just the wrong side of the post, and it was going to be a great finish, but it never... You never look confident with the strike. It's one of them where it sort of just hit him instead of him hitting the ball. Some keepers can save pens, some can't. A lot of research goes into it these days. Trossard off, so he won't be taking a pen for Belgium. And Onana on. That's strange. I thought Trossard would have been nailed on. Onana preferred. Some really strange subs being made today by Belgium. Really don't get it. But it's worked so far, so who am I to say anything to Belgium at the moment? Because they proved me wrong. I said there's no chance after they took De Bruyne and Doku off. It made no sense, but they're here in extra time, aren't they? And we're 10 minutes away from penalty shootout. So I know nothing really. I'll leave it down to the experts. It's about how intimidated they are on the line. Yeah, but some players don't even look at the keeper. They just stare at the ball. Get yourself in the zone. Pick your place. Quick look at the goal. And then bang. Belgium player down on the deck here. And they haven't got any subs left to use. So they'll either have to play 10 minutes with 10 men. Or have to get him to get back up. He should be okay. But that is just the worst case scenario. Onana is on as well, by the way. I did say, I'm pretty sure. It's Moreira who was clattered into by the Senegal right back, Diatta. Well, Thibaut Courtois, if we're going back to intimidated goalkeepers, Thibaut Courtois, big player, big figure. I always think the worst player to have faced as a penalty would have been Tim Howard, the ex-Everton keeper. Bald, big beard, American, big guy. Yeah, just wouldn't have liked to step up and have a deciding penalty against him, would you? There's not many more intimidated keepers these days, though, is there? Trying to think. I remember David Ospina, the Colombian for Arsenal. Now, I wouldn't say he was... I'd say he's actually the opposite of intimidating, because he's not the tallest, is he? He's not the big, for a goalkeeper especially. How tall is David Ospina height? And then what's that in foot? Yeah, he's 5'9". Can't be right. 1.83 meters. No, he's 6 foot. There you go, 6 foot. I'll put it in wrong. So, final few moments of second half of extra time. Is there going to be a decider? Senegal, hope so. And they're on the left hand side. Sarr try to put it in the box, and Senegal aren't committing many players forward though. Only 3 in the box there. Ismaila Sarr goes back. Long shot for Senegal, and Courtois, the man Belgium, wanted behind it, and he was. Both keepers have a similar save ratio. Long way down when you're tall though, yeah. It's like falling from a mountain. Ball on the far side here for Belgium. Do you reckon keepers are just failed NBA pros? That's my theory. And then there's Peter Crouch, who, yeah, he just didn't fancy going in between the sticks, did he? Can you imagine Peter Crouch in goal? His head would be sticking above the bar. Exceeds the height of the goal. Had to make new goals for Peter Crouch if he wanted to be a goalkeeper. They're the rumours. So final 7 minutes. I'll probably have an extra like 1 or 2 minutes added on because of the stoppage in the second half here. But we're all ready for penalties now, aren't we? We're all ready for pens. On to the right hand side. Jackson races away for Senegal. Here in Seattle. Jackson working his magic. Crossing into the boxes. Blocked by Fiate. Probably would have done okay. Yeah. Well, I don't think he's getting chipped, is he? Senegal still going for it here. They are. They are indeed. But they've got a corner here. They've got 2 players in the box. 3 now. So it just shows you they're not committing a heavy load of players. And corner for them. From the right hand side as you look at the goal. Left foot delivery here for Senegal. In swinger from the right hand side. In it goes. Head up into the air and into the Seattle skyline climbs Thibaut Courtois to collect that one. Courtois out to the left hand side and going forward here is Maria. Tielemans. Switches the player out to the right. What a ball. Lucky Bacchio racing onto it, but it just got too much pace on it. Out of play. Good idea though from Belgium. And wonder how De Bruyne will be feeling. When he come off it was 2-0. Now it's 2-2. I bet he would love to have stayed on the pitch. Sadio Mane though as well. Senegal's one of Senegal's big players, of course. If not the biggest. In terms of influence, not height. We've passed that. We've passed that topic. Ball in midfield. Onana, a big physical presence in the heart of midfield for Belgium. Back it goes. Now Belgium will try the right hand side. Munir. Fiate again. This one looks like it's going to head for penalties. We're just waiting for both sides to run down the clock, really. Maria. Ball to the centre to Lukaku. And a half chance, but collected by Diao there. And Diao could make himself a hero. Could step up after the mistakes he's made for the 2 goals. Could become a hero in the shootout. Still a long way to go until we get to there, though. Still 4 minutes of play to see what happens, what unfolds. Will we get a late winner potentially? I always think if we get this far in extra time, it'll be absolutely gutting to see a goal, because waited this long. It's time to enjoy the drama of penalties and everything that comes along with it. But of course, if you support Belgium or Senegal, you want a goal right now. If Senegal win penalties, if it comes to you, I got my prediction. Nice one, Josh. Nice one. So Senegal win on pens. Got you. Got you. Into the box there for Belgium. Off the bar. Off the bar. Wow. They should score. Lucky Bacchio. How has he not put the ball in the back of the net? Belgium should have won it there. Great ball into the left hand side. Fiate ball into the centre. Senegal defenders just freeze. They just all freeze. And then look at Bacchio. His eyes must have lit up. The ball's bouncing. Smashes it. Thinks it's in. Hits the bar. Has to score though. Has to score. Belgium was so close to winning it. But Senegal stay in the tie. I thought that was it as well. Well, both sides have something to prove in the shootout. The Senegalese defenders just all froze. Even the keeper rooted to the spot. Such fine margins, yep. If it's not a bouncing ball, that goes in. But because of the bounce on it, he's hit it as it's just hit the ground, he hits it. And a VAR check for a possible penalty to Belgium. The drama doesn't stop here. It only intensifies. It's gone to VAR. Referee's asking everyone to step back. Belgium play if they win. The winner of this plays the winner of USA Bosnia. Possible penalty for Belgium. How harsh this could be on Senegal. Looks like we're heading to penalties anyway. If this doesn't happen, we're going to get a penalty either way in this game. So, the ball, before it dropped to Luka Bacchio, way before that, crossed the front post, and Tielemans caught by Kamara. Number 8 on number 8. Ooh, I don't know. I'd probably say no. Interesting. Nah, not for me, isn't. No. No, I wouldn't say so either. I'm agreeing. We're agreeing with each other. He's going to the screen. He's going to the screen. We know what this usually means. He'll probably give it now. Let's see then. Well, he's just been shown a picture, isn't he? Comes across, does take his front leg, but if he was going to hit the ball, then the Senegalese player would have hit it anyway, surely. Because he's taking his front foot. He doesn't get any of the ball though, does he? Takes the man straight out. He's going to give this, isn't he? He's going to give the pen. 100% he's going to give it. Yeah, he'll give that. I think he's just trying to see how much contact there is. So on the back, actually, the back view, how much contact is there? So, such a tricky decision, this one. Not clear cut. Exactly, it's not a clear cut error. They both go for the ball. Neither of them win it. Neither player wins the ball. Yeah, no, it can't. It's not a pen then. Here we go. The big decision in this one. Penalty or no penalty. We'll turn the TV up for the decision. Huge decision in the game. No matter what he decides. Here we go. After review. And then what's he going to say? Yeah, pen. Penalty. Penalty. He's saying that Kamara kicks Tielemans, and this is absolutely crazy. Penalty, Belgium. It comes down to this. They were 2-0 down in the 86th minute. 2 goals since then, rescued it to extra time. And this to send Belgium through to the round of 16. And what heartbreak this will be for Belgium. Both have gone for the ball though, so it's not... I don't know, man. I don't even know the rules anymore. Changing all the time. Crazy, crazy decision. There'll still be time for Senegal after this penalty. And what's to say? The Senegalese keeper won't save it. Diao, he's made some mistakes. Time to make himself a hero. Let me know in the chat, what do you think? So who's going to take it for Belgium? Would it be Lukaku maybe? There's a lot of players on the spot, and even a Senegalese players lying over the penalty spot. What are you doing? Who's going to take it? Who's got the ball? I think Raskin's got the ball, but surely Lukaku takes this now. Surely. Time for Senegal to walk it off again. Barely any contact from what I can see. Harsh. It's a strange set of rule. The ref. Yeah, I don't... It's not a clear and obvious error, is it? So it's going to be Lukaku to take it, I'd imagine. They're taking their time over this. I mean, what even happened? Why did the Senegalese player go down on the spot? I don't understand. It's just building to the tension. Nothing even happened. I don't even know why he went down. He's saying elbow. So he's just going to want the VAR to have another look at it, try and get a man sent off or get revenge. But I don't know. It's a bit dirty, isn't it? I don't know what's going on here. But the penalty, I think it's got to be Lukaku surely for this. 21 people watching. Are Belgium about to send himself to the last 16? Or is Diao about to make himself a Senegalese hero and take it to penalties? I'd love for it to go to pens now, surely. If you're new and you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Looking for 2,500 subs by the end of the World Cup. So if you want to help us out, be sure to. Romelu Lukaku. For Belgium, he's the one that got the belief back going. He's the one that scored to help Belgium get back into the game. Chance to win it here for Belgium and send them through. They were 2-0 down. Now it's time to win it to go 3-2 up. Against Diao. And it's not his Tielemans to take. Yuri Tielemans. Deep breath for Belgium. Can he score? Tielemans. He does score. Keeps his cool. And Belgium are going through to the knockouts. Never in any doubt. And Belgium celebrate like they've won the whole competition. But from a game like this, they basically have Senegal harsh on them. But that is one big get a jail free card for Belgium. They don't deserve it. They really don't. But they've done it against all the odds. The game of the tournament so far by far. That's for sure. Yuri Tielemans. Calm as you like. Diao cannot be a hero. Top right hand corner. Cool as you like. Brilliant from the captain. I thought it would be Lukaku. But Tielemans, the captain, the one with the armband, says no. It's me. It's my time to shine. And Belgium are going to win this one now. And they're going to go through. But still, I wonder how much added on time there's going to be. Surely there'll still be time for Senegal due to all the VAR check. You still have like 2 minutes to play plus added on time anyway. So although it's 3-2, Senegal now to rescue their World Cup. In the box of Senegal and away by Belgium. We still haven't had confirmation of how long we've got added on. But we've played 6 minutes over. So no confirmation yet of any added on time. But we're still just playing. And it's a ball in the box here for Senegal. Surely not. Over the bar. Over the bar. Well, it's not really clear what's happening here. How many more minutes do we have? What is going on? Senegal robbed. Never a pen says it really was nothing. Yep. And I mean, your name says it all. It really was nothing, was it? We agree here with you on that decision. Crazy. It's one where if the ref gives it, VAR probably doesn't intervene. But I'm surprised the ref was overruled. Yeah, same. Absolutely crazy decision. And by the way, guys, we'll be live in 1 hour's time for USA versus Bosnia as well. To see who will play the winner of this one. Will play the winner of that game. Looks like it will be Belgium. After an incredible match here in Seattle. Where Belgium have done the unthinkable. They left it late. And they've left it late in stoppage time as well. In extra time. But still we play. Still no indication of any additional minutes or anything like that. But Senegal won't have much longer. And the ball is in midfield. Out to the right hand side it goes. For Senegal. Loads of green shirts in the centre. They've got to get it in now. They can't be taking too much longer. Get out wide. And good press in there from Luki Bacchio. Is that it? And just keep my eyes on the referee. He's still allowing play to continue. Senegal still move the ball. Mbaye. He just can't get any joy. Belgium really good all of a sudden. They haven't been good all game, but what on earth has happened? Never have I seen a game swing on its head so much than this. Ball on the far side. Got to get it in. Good ball. Edge of the box. Away by Belgium. That's got to be it. No. Belgium look to get it away. Long ball forward. One back by Senegal out to the right hand side. One more attack maybe. Drag down, free kick Senegal. Referee's given it. Still we play on. This one with read that one. This has got to be it now. Last chance for Senegal. Is the keeper up? I don't think so. Last chance Senegal. If they want to do the incredible. Into the box it goes. Lukaku gets it away. Still alive for Senegal. Ref's not even interested in blowing up yet. Out to the right hand side for Senegal. Loads of green shirts still in the box. Just put it in. Kamara. In it goes. All the way through to the back post. Still alive. Put it in. Put it in the box. What are you doing? In it goes into the gloves of Courtois. That's going to be that. Belgium are going to go through. Senegal are going to be crashing out here. Unless it's longer, I don't really know. There's no indication. The ref's still playing on. Maybe it's not over. What? Surely it was... I thought it was done. Well, there's no indication or anything. It's not really clear, is it? No one knows what to expect. Belgium running through with Moreira. And one back by Senegal. Out to the left-hand side. Here we go. Surely now or never for Senegal and their World Cup dream. Edge of the box it goes. Shot blocked. Still alive. Another shot block. Free kick, edge of the box. I thought he'd give a pen. Free kick, edge of the box, Senegal. Oh my word. What an end to this World Cup game. How dramatic. Free kick, handball against whoever Senegal, Belgium's 23 is. This is it. Senegal free kick right on the edge here. The best game of the World Cup so far, by far. And especially if Senegal can score here. Can you imagine? We've played 131 minutes of this match. There's no sign of it ending. And still, it could still potentially even go to penalties. But Senegal, it seems like their last chance of the game. They've got a free kick inside the D, just left of centre. Belgium, with what seems like the whole of Belgium in the wall. Number 17 for Senegal. Steps over this one. Time to make a name for yourself on the world stage. Over it goes and over the bar, and that's going to be it. Surely that's that. At nearly midnight. It's been bed ages ago. There we go, full time. And finally we have the answer. The USA will be playing, USA or Bosnia will be playing Belgium in the last 16. The best game of the World Cup we've seen. And Belgium with an incredible turnaround and, of course, drama at the end of the second half of extra time sees Senegal bottle it completely. But Belgium keep on going against all the odds. I don't know how. They haven't been great. But they go through. I don't know how. How have they pulled this off? One of the best World Cup games. This one will be remembered. That is for sure. Gutted for Senegal. Yeah, but I think it's their keeper Diao who has really cost them. And I thought maybe he'd make a name for himself on penalties. But no, we're not going to penalties anymore. It's full time. Belgium have done the job. What a game of football. No one thought that was going to happen. Especially when Senegal tool up, taking off Doku and De Bruyne. And somehow they win it. Controversy with a penalty. But it's done now. And Senegal are out of the World Cup. Belgium keep on going. For now anyway. But Senegal, after a poor group stage where they were in one of the toughest groups with France and Norway, They beat Iraq to get through to this stage. Against Belgium, it looked like they would be able to get through. They failed to. And Belgium, who didn't have a good group stage themselves, but last game of the group stage, they turned the firepower on. They got the win. They won the group. They played Senegal, and somehow they beat them. I don't know how. Wow. Well, there we go then, guys. That concludes this stream. Belgium beat Senegal in the best game of the World Cup so far, and it will be one of the top 3 World Cup games of this tournament, no doubt. If there are any better games, we'll have to wait. But USA Bosnia up next at 5 minutes to 1. And we've only basically got an hour to prepare for that. So looking forward to it. Please be sure to join me there if you can. If not, enjoy the rest of your evening. And hopefully see you all once again. Just before you all leave, if you have enjoyed the stream, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always. It goes a long, long way in supporting the channel. So if you haven't already, please do consider it as well. I'd be very thankful for your support. And just checking the chat. Nick New enjoyed the USA Bosnia. Thank you very much, mate. And thank you very much for tuning in. It does seem a shame to end on 20 people. So we'll keep going a few more minutes. Because that we do need a second to understand what we've just watched. I mean, absolute crazy game. Senegal, so comfortable. They scored earlier on into the game via Diarra, who was quickest to react to the ball hitting the post to tap home. And then Belgium, to be fair, ended that first half were the better of the two sides after that goal. But then second half, 6 minutes into the second half, Ismail Assar with a fantastic goal. Brilliant ball over the top by Diakate. And Senegal go 2-0 up. It looks like Senegal had cruised to victory. But then Belgium take off De Bruyne, take off Doku. And we're thinking, what is he doing? Belgium are going crazy. But it's worked. Because on 86 minutes, Lukaku does what Lukaku's done his entire career. And he's got a goal out of nothing. And then, 3 minutes later, free kick on the left-hand side, Belgium. Into the box it goes. The Senegal keeper, Diaw, makes an absolute meal of it. Misses the ball. And Tielemans heads into an empty net. Into extra time. It was a cagey affair overall in extra time. Neither side were the better. It was still pretty even. But right at the death, Belgium ball in from the left-hand side. Tielemans and Kamara fighting for it at the front post. Goes all the way through. Lukebakio hits the bar. But referee says VAR check on this. Checks for the penalty. And he does overturn what was his original decision. And gives the penalty to Belgium, which Tielemans was in no doubt of converting into the top right-hand corner. Absolutely superb game of football, and one that will go down in the history books of a great World Cup clash between Belgium and Senegal. But Senegal are out, Belgium march on through. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you very much, Schwartz, as well. Hopefully see as many as possible in the next one between USA and Bosnia. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe as well, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Goodbye.